Hello, yes, welcome to Make It Saturday here on Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name's George Akid. It's an absolute pleasure to be back. Yes, I'm back for this Saturday. You're lucky. I know you're lucky. You really are. It's our fantastic show. Forget your Friday Night Live. This is where the party's at. This is where the celebs are at. This is where the glitter balls are at, because we've got some fantastic show coming up. A fantastic show coming up for you. Fantastic deals, fantastic demonstrations. Yes, you are asking. I'm going to be helping Lily again with a demonstration. We're going to be having a look at our fantastic goodie bag. We've got some great deals for you. And, of course, we've got our demo of the week as well. Loads coming up for you as well. And it's still March, believe it or not. Now, remember, if you're in the UK, the clocks go forward an hour to this evening or tomorrow morning, early hours tomorrow morning. And it's also Mother's Day here in the UK tomorrow. So make sure you don't forget. I've got a feeling some of you are going to be working on cards right now. Now, as always, this is your show. We want you to get involved, so make sure you comment and say hello. The lovely Jan is on the socials, so make sure you say hello to her today. And we've got the fantastic Nicola, Jamie, Jake, and everyone's here. It's a very busy day in Crafters TV HQ. Now, as well, I can't do it by myself because it would be a long show by me. So, we've got someone very good. You saw her earlier in Make It Saturday. She's trying to sneak in very subtly. Please welcome to the screen, Lilly Fletcher. Hello. Yeah, hello again.
Hello.
Hello. How small do you look next to me?
I know, I look like a dwarf.
You do?
Why me?
I don't know, it's fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very good. Are you excited?
Well, a little bit nervous.
Why nervous?
About the goodie bag.
Hey, listen, we love the goodie bag. Loads of you love the goodie bags.
We do.
Someone said, where is it? Oh, yeah, love to create. Hello, George and Lily, team. Oh, I can't wait to see what you make with the Make It Saturday bag.
Us too. We can't wait to see.
A lot of people are very excited about this, and with all good reason.
Well, we've got some demo to live up to from 2 weeks ago.
We have. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, if you're Sue, if you joined us earlier, brand new Sue, listen, it'll all make sense for you later on. Now, remember as well, we want to get involved. Now, all you've got to do is comment on this show. And if you've commented, you've already entered our prize draw. Every hour, we're going to choose a prize winner, aren't we? So someone's going to win some vouchers. And all you've got to do is comment. It's the simplest competition around. Just comment, just say hello, let us know what you're up to on this fine Saturday. It's not exactly summer, but it's sunny.
It's sunny, we'll give it that. It's not particularly warm, it's windy.
Yeah, windy, there's been a solar eclipse, there's been everything today. And of course, it is approaching the end of National Craft Month. There's still some great discounts for you available. Head to the website, type in Finale 15. You've got a chance to get an extra 15% off. This does exclude our March launches. We're still exploring it ourselves. It may be T's and C's, maybe one time, who knows? Have a go and let us know as well. Loads of you are going to be getting involved with this show today. Let's say hello to a few of you. Loads of you saying hello. Jeffrey, Happy Saturday George and Lily, and the best and most fabulous CTV crew. They're okay.
The best and most fabulous.
They're okay.
Wow. High praise indeed.
I'm joking. We love you, really. Julie, greetings from Exmouth. I love Exmouth. Have you been to Exmouth?
No. Where is Exmouth?
Devon, right next to Exeter. But I used to work in Exmouth. I used to work at the Holiday Park in Exmouth. And there's a great little fish restaurant called Rockfish. I think it's called Rockfish, right on the front of the coast. But it's one of those places where you pay the price of what the fishes cost. Oh. You know when they buy it from the supplier. Right, okay. So it's not exactly, it's going to be this price every time. Oh. Depends, and sometimes they go, we haven't got that because they haven't caught any of that fish.
Oh dear.
So it's a bit, they are a little small independent chain and do a great lager as well. PB Brewing Martin, good morning again, Lily and George, CTV Socials, Warehouse, and the wonderful CC community. If anyone did not see Lily and George on Wake Up, make craft one, it's fine, this is fine. Please check it out. They created an amazing card and a bezel.
A bezel, yeah.
If you know, and Ash has also said that card Lily made earlier was absolutely beautiful. It really was beautiful.
I didn't just make it though, did I, George?
I coloured the bead.
Together.
We'll show you that a little bit later on.
We will.
Right, listen, you get yourself ready because I'm going to head over the kitchen very shortly. And you get yourself ready because as well, remember, Craft Clinic, a little bit later on, all about embossing. So if you've got any questions about embossing, get those in the comments and Jan will get them ready for our Craft Clinic one-on-one. And now, I'll tell you what you're going crazy for, our daily deals. Yes, they are back. And here is the daily deal for you. I mean, again, I've been gone for a little while now. Saying the words Totally Tiffany, I've missed saying those words. And look, this is it, the pack and pop case, the pack and pop it case, pack it, pop it case for you. That's what it should be called. That should be the little jingle. Twisted, Bop it. That is yours. $17.99 at $21.95. Remember your Club Inspire Platinum price, £14.39, $17. Don't you laugh at me, Lily. Like, I spilled a crisp down me earlier. $17.56. Now, if you're wondering why it's got the packet, pop it. I'll show you why. When you unzip it, when you like go, I know. It's got the foam in the bottom, so you could easily stick all your little bits and bobs in there. Do you know what this would be really good for? And I've just makeup brushes.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you know, I don't wear any makeup. And, but you could easily, touring around, there's nothing worse than makeup brushes getting mucky. I might have to buy that. Right, carry on, as we were. If you can get, you get 2 of them.
Yeah, you could have one for crafting, one for your makeup. You're all sorted.
Oh my God, I saw the 2-piece and just thought that was a sponge in the bottom.
No. I tell you what you could do, I'm just thinking, you know, if you're going out like camping or if you've got a caravan or anything like that, you could pop your cutlery, because obviously it holds things in, pop your cutlery in there, lunch on the go.
We're going to call ourselves Lifestyle TV. Again, that is yours, daily deal. But listen, once it's gone, it's gone. And it's also in your Saturday Sizzlers. It's such a good deal. Now, Make It Saturday my favourite show of the week because it's the only day I work. But there's so much coming in. Listen, this is what's coming up for you today. We're already a minute behind schedule. We need to take the times off on this because we never stick to times. That's your goodie bag. That is coming up for you next. And you're very excited to see what's in that. Head to the website to get ahead. Your craft clinic at 25 to 3. Also, if you are in the States, just do a bit of adding on your fingers and you'll work out the times. Your flock paper pads, they're coming up for you. Launch this week. Loads of you loving the flock paper pads. And then your Saturday Sizzlers coming up for you in around an hour and 15, 20 minutes time. And then wrap it up our show with your demo of the week where we sit back, relax, and you get a chance to watch it all over again. Right, it is a classic now within this wonderful show, which we call Make It Saturday, our goodie bag. Now, guys, if you haven't seen our goodie bags before, you are in for a treat. Now, what's going to happen if you're brand new? I'm going to take you through this goodie bag. Now, it's only available for today, right? Once it's gone off the website, it's gone. Head to crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu. Once it's gone, it's gone. Every Saturday, we bring you a new goodie bag for you to get your teeth into. Not only do we have a brand new goodie bag for you guys to have a look through, wonderful Lily, very, very shortly, this is the first time Lily's going to see what's in this goodie bag. She's going to have to create something for you live on air. And I will be assisting her, ladies and gentlemen, because she needs it. I'm here. Right, £35, $45. Look at the price that should be, £119, $150. Let's take a look inside the goodie bag. I promise you are in for some treats. First of all, I mean, let's look at this. Starting off, first of all, with your cholesterol Feel Good Florals markers. Now, this is Clarista. I said Clarista.
What did you say?
Cholesterol.
Nothing to do with cholesterol.
I'm back next Saturday. These are in here as well. Now, again, the price that you pay for these alone, your wonderful dual tip markers. Again, you've got that brush nib and you've also got that bullet nib as well. 5 great colours in there for you. And also you're getting the slick colouring pages as well. I mean, already we're off to a good start. Getting ideas, Lily?
I'm feeling all right, actually, after seeing that first dash.
Okay,
I'm feeling a lot better than last time, that's for sure.
Next, it is the wonderful dies. These are here for you. Now, this has caused some controversy this morning.
Gosh.
We've been trying to make sure we've got this for you today. This is the cascading butterflies. That's in there for you as a die. You've also, as well, I mean, this is absolutely stunning. The cozy Christmas stencils. Now, I love a stencil, and I think they're sort of sometimes a forgotten medium. That's the right term, yeah, medium, within crafting. They're in there for you as well. There's more, and I know there's a paper pad sticking out there. I'll get to that. I'm going to say that for your Brucey bonus. More stencils for you as well, within the white Christmas. That's in there for you. We've also, oh my goodness, the honeysuckle collection die. That's in there for you as well, from your Nature's Garden. You've also got a fantastic, another die. Now, this is incredible. You've got the die. You've also got the fantastic edgeable in there as well. Not the edgeable, sorry, so the outline for your creative card, the wonderful Lady Butterfly, she's in there for you as well. You've also, I mean, so much within this collection. Oh my goodness, I've seen this in absolutely ages. The planting stations, they're in there for you as well. You've also, I mean, yeah, there's more. You've also, as well, got your Into the Woods. Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. It's a musical.
Ah.
Called Into the Woods.
There you go.
Have you never watched Into the Woods?
No, I can't.
Disney film, watch it. It's a brilliant film. All the stories, all the fairy tales come together. That's in there for you as an edgeable. You have seen it. Now, what is missing out the goodie bag, Nicola? Some stickers. Brucey little bonus. They're going to be in for you. Are you ready for some paper pads? Here's your first. In fact, actually, it's not a paper pad. I lied to you. It's your topper pad. Now, this is how I get described, the modern man.
Wow.
Why are you all laughing?
Do you?
Why are you laughing at me?
I don't know.
This is in there. I don't like the attitude of some of you guys today. I'm just going to put on that. I'm joking. This is in there for you, the modern man. This is your top... Oh, now, if you've not seen this before, again, you don't have to... I've been practicing. You've got in here all your different... You can see where it's been stolen. We've been stealing little bits because these are here for you. You can use these, cut them out, use your dies. Some great little toppers that can be used within your cards. They're all in there. And let's be honest, we know that crafting majority sometimes is aimed at women. This is perfect for those Father's Day cards. I know Mother's Day is around the corner, but this is great for your Father's Day. And finally, last but not least, you've also got a 12 by 12 paper pad. This is in here for you. I mean, this was your sentiment die cut topper pad. So much within that. Right, Lily, I'm going to put this all in the bag for you.
Okay.
You've now got to create something. I'll come and help you shortly.
I'm sure
We
you're
are the
part of
dream
this.
team.
We are, absolutely.
Right, I'm coming over.
Right.
Have you got new bags? Look at this. It's the lovely bag, Nicola.
It's
Now,
a nice bag, it's just not quite big enough.
It's not because there's so much within it. Now, just remember as well, they are, you don't get the goodie bag. I feel like that's what I say. You don't get the goodie bag.
We're keeping that. It's
We're
too
keeping
nice
that.
to give away, I'm afraid.
And also, if you order multiples, you're going to get the same. But at that price...
Great gift.
What's that, Nicola? Sorry, hang on. What? Hang on. Sorry, let me just get back over to the kitchen, get the kettle on. We get 30 bonus points as well.
30? Oh,
For
nice.
Club Inspire. That might be the thing that tips you over into the next life. What's
The
that?
next line.
Next tier, thank
Next
you.
tier.
I'm sweating. Right, that's for you. Also, because it's Saturday, we've also
Saturday.
got some, thank you, Elton. We've got some Saturday Sizzler deals. What do you want me to do first? The markers? What do you want from me, Nicola? You want me to go back over to Lily?
What are you doing?
Fine. Okay.
Come on.
Yeah. It's because on my card it says preview Saturday Sizzler deals. Ignore that. Sorry, Nicola. I'm sorry. On behalf of everybody, I'm sorry. Right, we're here.
Wait, right.
You're not even allowed time to think today.
It's fine.
I was giving her some time to think.
Oh, so kind.
I could hear the cogs ticking, but it's fine. So, that is our wonderful goodie bag. Now, Lily, you have been set the challenge, if you wish to accept.
I don't think I've got much choice.
To be honest, you haven't got any choice. To create something, I'm here to help you and support and supervise. So, what can I do for you?
Supervise. I am half wondering. I think I've got an idea of what I'm going to do. Do you want to do some colouring while I'm crafting, or do you want to help me? Bring in the bezel. Bring it in.
Bring in the bees. This is what we made. I coloured that bee in.
Made. Wow.
I coloured this bee in earlier in Craft Along.
It's even got a little backpack.
He's got a little backpack because somebody didn't stamp. Fine, I'm not getting into this.
I wonder who it was. Somebody didn't quite stamp well enough.
Yeah, right, so...
Do you want to do some colouring?
Yeah, I can do. I can help you. What do you want me to do?
Do some colouring.
Right, so these... so you're not going to use these, are you? You just keep me quiet for 20 minutes while you do this.
It's like when you go out to a restaurant with kids and they bring out the colouring pages and crayons. It's exactly what we're doing here. You can help me if you want. It's up to you.
Okay, no, yeah, I'm going to help you. Are you gonna, if I colour these in, are you going to actually use them or are you just keeping me entertained?
No.
What one?
Right, we won't do them then. It's fine. We'll do... Do you know what? I'll do one topper.
Yeah.
And you can do another.
Okay.
Right, I'll let you go first.
You got colours, emerald, purple.
You can choose your topper. You go first.
Okay, let's put this back in the box because Jake...
Well, I'll do that.
You do that, right.
Come
So, okay.
Come on.
Are we going top? Yep, okay, great. Yeah. That's nice. Oh, that's pretty.
It's your style, that.
Oh, that's all falling apart. Okay, love.
Nice.
I'll go for love. No, actually, what else we got? Party.
Party.
Let's go for pie.
Well,
I feel like this sums me up.
Party sort of guy. Well, I thought you were a modern man.
I am a modern man.
Party and modern man.
I'm not a man who likes to party.
Right, there's your sheet.
Oh, so let me go. So what is this? I'm sorry.
What is this?
You get given the sheet and that's it. You can make a card from this.
So I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to do. Shall I do the love one? Or maybe some of these are missing. Oh, that's a complete sheet. Right, I'll do hello. You can do party and I'll do...
P-A-O-T-Y.
We can do hello party.
Hello, do I need the die plates?
No!
I'm just going to move them out of the way.
Okay, doke. She's tidying up and all sorts.
She?
Lummy neck. Right. Okay, so all we need to do with these is, obviously you can see you've got all your separate pieces.
Oh, yeah.
So what you're going to do first, there you go.
I'm showing them,
displayed.
yeah.
So that solid one there.
Yeah.
That's your base layer, so we'll pop that one out first.
Okay.
And they're all die cut, so they should literally
So I don't
just
need
pop
a
out.
die, okay.
Yep, all die cut.
What should you pop these?
So yours has got a couple of little landlock bits. Yeah, I think there's your eyes, popping out your eyes.
Oh, I've ripped it.
Oh, no. Right, I'll get you a little pair of scissors.
Get me a pen.
Don't worry.
I fixed it.
Fine. Oh, fixed it. Oh,
That's it.
there you go. That's all right.
Done it.
Some scissors in case you need them.
Sorry, that was an awful noise.
Done. That's done, that's it.
Done.
And then you're going to come to the next layer up, which is the next one above.
The PRT, well, the big,
PRTY.
the big fat party.
Well, that one's a really fat party.
How kind of parties are you going to?
And that one will go on there.
Do you know what? This is perfect for kids. I don't mean myself
Kids
in
and
this.
you. Do you know what? Before we get into too much of a mess, we'll stick these together first.
Okay.
So we've not got pieces left, right,
What are we going to use?
Are you all right with the tape pen?
I've got a good flick.
He's got a lovely flick. There you go.
Okay.
Go with your tape pen. I'll get the
What,
soft
just
one.
onto the back of the party here?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to have to... Nicola loves it when I do this. I'm going to have to change the tape pen.
I've not
I must be the
seen
only one that
this.
ever does this. Seems to do it every other show. Sheath comes off, finger into the little hole, and then you're just going to separate. And then this one here that's got his little bit of that hanging out. I don't know why that's come out there. Bin that one. I thought for a second I didn't have a refill.
Oh.
Oh.
All fingers and thumbs.
There we go. And then that's just going to go.
I said, get a slam, that'll get it in.
Bang it on the desk, that was what Debbie Fisher would do. Then it just clicks together like so, and then we'll just pop up. Who are you, Keith? That Keith.
Okay, do you know what? There was once, when I was
Go
here
ahead.
a few years ago, there was a day, it was me, Keith and Debbie Robinson.
Oh,
and they took a
blimey
photo of us and it looked like a family reunion. I'm not going to lie. Debbie Robinson and Keith, my parents. Just saying.
What have I done to that? Oh, I think I've made a right hash of this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
First it was the box lid.
It's always
Now it's
something,
this.
isn't it? Always something. Right, we'll go in with the glue. Yours is all right.
I'm
isn't
done.
it?
You take your time.
Is that your finished card?
Why don't you take my tape pen?
No, because
No, you have your glue,
what are you going to do?
I just
Just sit around doing nothing?
look pretty.
Don't have that.
Laquita on YouTube, love that George is crafting along on these Make It Saturday bag surprises.
Well, somebody's got
I'm
to.
the glue that holds this together, Laquita. Just want to say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just read a lovely comment that said, Laquita, again, one of my favourite parts of Make It Saturday is so we can see what is created from the Make It Saturday goodie bag. It's always tempting to purchase. I mean, at that price.
I mean, if George can do it, then anyone can.
Exactly.
There we go. Right, come on, next bit.
Next bit, the PRTY.
P-A-R-T-Y, yep. So I've got H-E-L-L-O. Just pop those out. Oh, I need to get me... If you need to get your scissors on, if they're sort of
No,
releasing,
I'm not.
then-
I'm a professional.
Well, we do know.
I don't want to brag.
Well, you did make a lovely little bezel this morning.
I made a lovely bezel.
Lovely bezel. You even invented a new word for it.
I'm very worried.
Very worried. What about?
Nicola and Jamie are very quiet in my ear. And
Do you know what? They're in absolute raptures. They're just fascinated by watching
when
this,
they don't talk
this beauty.
P-A-R.
Do you know your spelling? Do you know your letters?
Oh, I did make Jamie a cup of tea. I did. Well, no.
Oh.
I boiled the kettle. I mean, oh,
Well, halfway there. Oh, get your little middle out.
Get my little middle out. I don't want that. Right, that goes there. Oh.
Are you having trouble now? Do you want to use the glue?
No, because I get it on my fingers.
Oh, yeah. That would not be good. So I'm just using tacky glue on the back here. You could use your tape pen like George's.
Or struggle.
Or struggle, yeah. It is a coated cardstock, so I'd probably say not to use your all-purpose.
Why is that? Why does the A have a pop? The P have a pop out, but the A doesn't?
Oh, it does. Let's look on the packaging, because on the back of this you do have...
Oh, it doesn't,
It doesn't. Because the A's only got a little hole there, the P's a bit...
You could use foam pads on these, couldn't you? Make it a bit decoupage.
Decoupage.
Yeah, that's right. George knows references and crafting, yeah.
Wow, took me by surprise a little bit there.
I speak French. Baguette.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very nice.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but Nicola speaks Spanish, don't you, Nicola?
It's me that speaks Spanish.
When Nicola went to Spain a couple of years ago,
Right.
she did a great Spanish lesson for everybody. So
Right.
the Spanish for bus, Nicola, is el buso.
El buso.
Yeah.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, basically el buso.
Buso.
R for decoupage.
Decoupage shouldn't begin with an R.
It's French.
Uh-oh.
So you could use foam pads on this.
You could, absolutely, yeah. If you want to use your, as our Debbie Robinson calls it, our chunky glue, or otherwise known as 3D glue gel, you can pop that on the back. That will just lift it up a little bit.
Why not foam pads? Why do you not
Because
want
quite frankly, George, I thought if we were putting foam pads on the back of here and we had to peel them all off, we'll be here the whole show.
I'm going off you. You've been very nasty to me today.
I do apologise.
I'm joking.
We'll use some foam pads later.
Okay, foam pads.
I've got some ready, actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you got any foam on a roll? Foam on a roll.
It's all on there. You do as well on all the packaging.
Yeah.
If you're not sure what to do, it's all on there. You'll be fine. I'll turn that over so we can have a look at that.
I'm fine.
Just in case.
Right, I've done my
Yeah, you're
PRT
fine.
one.
That's looking lovely.
Do I need to pop out the other PRT one?
Next one, yeah, final party, and for me
Okay.
it's the
Final
final hello. Oh dear. Final hello. That's
Amelia on YouTube. I plan to have a bit of a play with a modern man
Ooh.
collection today. I feel like I should add the extra. She's not just playing with a modern man. That means the mod.
After you called yourself the modern man, that wasn't definitely needed to finish that sentence, didn't we? Right.
Well, what can I say?
Dear oh dear, you might need actually.
A lot of
tackle
love
with
for your
this one.
nails today.
Oh, thank you. Do you know what I've just realised I'm matching with the card that I'm making, aren't I? Is there a lot of love for your nails coming in?
I hope not, because I've got gloss behind them. Right.
Oh dear.
I don't know if I've mentioned this.
Oh gosh, here we go.
I am decorating at the moment.
Well,
I've been decorating, causing a mess.
how long have you been decorating for?
In the words of
been
the
going on for a long
Titanic,
time?
84 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh yes, you did. You had paint on your phone the first week you came in.
I know.
Forgotten about that.
I'm sorry, I'm just one man.
Well, one-man band, eh?
I'm just decorating by myself, so everything just takes twice as long.
Get the little violin out,
Okay,
Right, are you getting on all right with the tape
Yeah.
then? Yep,
I think.
you think. If you need to use the glue, let us know.
Oh, no.
I've already got one though, so we will have to share.
Where's the art? Looks like fun cards to put together. Do you know what, Sul Wensky on YouTube? It really is. And do you know what? If you've got kids,
Or a George,
or a George, same thing.
you'll be set.
This would be great, you know, especially with the holidays, Easter holidays around
yeah.
the corner in
Yeah,
the UK.
absolutely.
If you're looking at things to do and you're a bit of a crafter, and I've got a feeling some of you guys, I love crafting, but your kids stepping foot in your crafting room would be the end of time itself. So this would be a great introduction into crafting. No mess. You haven't got to, or you can give them the colorista pad, yeah? Give them
Yeah.
to, thanks for that, yeah, because apparently I did spill a crisp down me earlier.
Well, you did. I did say you needed a bib. But,
I did.
Never mind. He's washed it off and he's
washed
put
it
his
off.
shirt under the hand dryer.
Yeah, I
so
put the
we're
shirt
all
under the
right.
hand dryer. Modern man, me.
Good as
Right.
new. Good as new.
There we are, PRT one. Come on,
Oh,
Lily.
oh my goodness, you beat me. We've got the same amount of letters as well, dear.
I've
oh dear.
I've made a mess of the glass mat.
Oh, you've turned into the new Craig.
Aye.
I mean, the resemblance is uncanny.
It's
but,
honestly the same thing. Very
you
good.
Right, next up, come on.
What do we need
Let's
next?
Get some decoration on. So let's pop. You've got two like base
Yeah,
plates.
with my max,
Yeah.
my champagne and my mask.
Your mats and your layers. Let's pop those two little beauties out. So that's going to go on there. It's going to go on there, something
Yeah.
like that. And then your little corresponding ones, which will go over the top. It's that one. Oh dear.
Sorry, it got stuck. Right. Champagne, supernova in. Now, Lily, I have.
No.
I think I've.
This is where the foam pads come in. Come
Foam
on.
pads come in because you could stick it behind, couldn't you?
Yeah. But I thought, let's raise it up.
Raise.
You raise me up. There we go. Oh, you've taken the big foam pads. There we go. Use
No,
them.
hang on a minute. You gave me the big
I
foam
gave-
pads.
well, yes.
At no point did I take any foam. You just went, "Ew." Oh, I've done it wrong. Eat.
This is why you couldn't be trusted with the foam pad. You're sticking your finger on
Yeah,
it
but-
instead.
Oh,
Oh.
right, I'm good.
Right, there we go. Pop that onto
I've
there.
got no fingerprints left.
No fingerprints left. Oh dear.
Now, it looks like I'm having a
Ah.
part.
Only part of a party, not a full one.
Yeah. Are you like an early party leaver? I imagine like at a party, do you stay for the whole thing or do you leave pretty early on?
Depends how good a party it is, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If it's a bad party, I'll be straight off home.
Cup of tea and biscuits.
Cup of tea.
What's your ideal party?
Oh, blimey. I don't know. It's a very strange question, isn't
I
it?
don't know, I'm just filling time.
I don't know.
Can
With good friends, good people.
Do you need...
Here,
I
here,
love
my
Shrek.
here.
Now listen, a Shrek party would be good, but I'm going to
It
say
would.
something now, and I don't think it's
blimey.
controversial. I think
Here we
it's
go.
a widely accepted fact.
I'm quite worried now.
Shrek 2 is better than the other Shreks.
No, I think the original's the best.
Yeah, it's a great Shrek 2 is better than Shrek 1, thank you, Jamie.
They're all great, it has to be said.
I do like the bit in Shrek 1 where he goes, hold her, please, well, you got to try a little tenderness. The chicks love that stuff.
Oh, it is a great film, I have to say.
Trudy on YouTube, what
Hello,
is that
Trudy.
paper pad called? Do you mean this, what we're using right now?
What is it called, Trudy? Good question. It's the Sentiment Die-Cut Topper Pad.
Available in your goodie bag. Now, I don't know what the price of this is alone by itself.
About 20 quid, I think.
About 20 quid.
I
mean,
reckon.
look at that price of the goodie bag. So you can pay your 20 quid for that alone. Alternatively, you could go for this and your goodie bag, get all the extras which we talked about a little bit later on. We will go through it a little bit later on as well. So you double 100% know exactly what you're getting in your goodie bag. There are stamps, there are pens, there are so many little things within this. Evelyn on Facebook, these kids are fun to put together.
Kids.
These cards are fun to put together with kids or grandkids. I just finished the whole pack.
Wow.
Very good. I'm struggling to get this pad off here. Why is it not coming off?
What are you doing? Oh, this is why you need your long nails, George.
Fix it, Mum.
Right. Hey up. Oh, what you done here? There we go.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
There you go.
As you were.
No problem. I've had an idea, you know.
Dangerous.
A good idea.
Got any other pad? Why are you taking the phone pads off me?
Oh, yeah, I didn't.
Sorry, I want the
You
rest.
couldn't be trusted. There you go.
What's your idea?
Oh, you'll find out in a minute how we're going to make this into a card.
Oh, yeah, we've got to do that, haven't we?
Yeah, can't just have a floating top. That's no good.
Well,
Well, we could, but we're going to do things proper this week. We're going to make 2 cards and
I
everything.
can't.
My goodness me, what
Did
are
it?
you doing?
Proud of me.
Yeah, very proud of you. Pat on the back there. Oh,
Thanks.
I can't get the back of this one off
Oh,
now.
no, see, it's not easy.
Oh,
What you
no.
need is nails. Right, okay.
Well,
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. I am doing this the wrong way around.
you can do it that way.
That looks amazing.
That does look really good,
Right.
actually, does
Now,
that?
what can I do with my champagne glasses?
Do you want any more on there? You can
Yeah.
have more if you want.
I need a champagne glass. I'm gonna put them at an angle so they're chinking each other. They're going
Ooh.
chink, chink. Oh,
Very
I've dropped
nice.
one. A smash.
Oh no, spilt the champagne.
I can't waste it. Have you got any smaller foam pads, please?
Smaller foam pad, yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
No problem.
Have you got any extra small ones?
Any extra small?
I'm joking. How small are these? How do you get them
They are
off?
tiny, actually. Let's find some mid-sized ones.
No, it's fine. No, I've got.
They're a bit better, I think.
No, they won't fit my champagne glass.
Oh no.
That's one.
Do I want any more on here?
I think you do.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, if you've got any questions, do ask us away. We're just having a great time crafting.
We are.
But I think this is the beauty of this. I mean, that price that you'll see on the screen, that is not for this set alone. Bear this in mind. This is for the goodie bag. We're just taking one little thing out the goodie bag. Now, the concept of the game is that Lily's meant to create something from scratch with all the items in the thing. What Lily has done is just taken the, the top of pad collection and done that.
They call it lateral thinking.
They call it cheating. But they are really good. Now, where should I put my champagne glass? This is the question. Where do we think it should go? Does it want to... Maybe next to the P at an angle, like that?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. Yeah, we like that.
Now,
That'll
do we
do.
put another one on, or are they a bit of a loner?
Oh, well, party for one. But they've got a whole bottle.
Yeah, you don't need a glass if you're by yourself, do you? You can, you can just drink it out of the bottle.
Please do drink responsibly, guys, at home.
I'll just drink for fun. Right, I'm terrible. Okay, then I'm gonna put a balloon on, and then I think I've done for me.
Yep, and then I'll tell you about my idea as we move on to the next stage.
Okay.
See if it works as well as I'm envisioning.
I think you will, because do you know what, Lily? You're great.
You have little faith.
Debbie on YouTube. Hi, George, Lee, and all the team. I
Hello.
woke up late and I missed the goodie bag. Any chance that we can to review?
Oh, of course we will.
I was going to say rewind, but fine. Lily's the
We'll
good.
do it. We'll do it again later. Don't you
Lily's
worry.
the good cop. Yeah, there's a lot in
Yeah.
there actually, isn't there? There's embossing,
There
the
is.
stencils, there's pens, there are
stickers.
30 bonus points, there's stickers.
There is. Yeah, we don't even have the stickers. That's how sort of hot off the press they are.
Right.
Right. Okay. So we're going to go back to the pad.
Yeah.
This is where the idea comes in.
Okay.
So let's.
Don't tell me the card base is in there as well.
Well, technically no, but we're going to make it so. So we're going to grab the base plate, so the one that was that first layer for both of us. Mm-hmm. Just, oh, I've got you too. Pop your eyes out. Not your.
Okay, sorry.
The
That was
eyes.
funny. Come on, that was as funny as Beazle, but that was funny.
Yeah, nearly as good as Beazle.
Stephen says, that's it, Lily. You tell George to do it properly. If it doesn't, put him in the naughty corner.
The naughty corner.
Don't you throw me with a good time. Right, what are we doing now?
Right. So we're going to go back to these pieces, and all we're going to do, there it is, make sure it's the right way up. And
Like
we're
you did
just
last
gonna-
time, yeah?
Oh, what about right way up, back to front, inside out last time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to line that up. So I'm making sure that line's sort of straight on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Going to pop a little score line, about 1 1/4.
Yep.
Not massively important, the measurement, and just pop a score line
Yeah.
down there.
So what, we're doing 1 1/4?
Your turn. Something like that.
Yeah, all right. 1 1/4. That is 1 1/4.
Have you done it from the top?
Yeah.
Good.
What?
Just checking, you know, just wanted to make sure.
You don't trust me?
No, of course not.
No, you don't trust me.
Yeah.
Great. You went to say yes, though. I do trust you, didn't you? You got it wrong.
I did. I got it very wrong.
Fine.
I
Right.
do apologise.
Now what?
Right. So then you're just going to move it out of the way. Then just fold along your scoreline.
That way or this way?
That way.
Okay. Like a little kangaroo.
Yes, just like a little kangaroo.
Yeah.
And all we're going to do, so at the bottom of yours, that's a straight edge, but
Yeah.
mine isn't. So on the back, I'm just going to have to trim this little knobbly bit off.
Okay.
There you go, which straightens that out.
Yep.
Then all you need to do on that tab, get your tape pen.
Yep.
And then just pop some tape just up to that score line.
Okay.
As we know, I've not got a functioning tape pen because I've made an absolute mess of that. Goodness knows what I've done.
Pig's eared it.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to describe it. Blimey me, bit of tape. The whole tape pen on there.
I'm not paying for it, so...
well...
Then what? I'm sorry, I'm getting carried
all
away.
you need to do.
Stick it together.
Stick it together.
Okay, I can do that. He says.
Surely you can do that.
Yeah, you joke. Right, okay.
You can colour a bee. You can do anything. Well,
I thought I was colouring a wasp. Okay.
won't be quite as pretty, would
Oh, monkeys. Fixed it.
it? Fixed it. Okay. And then,
This is better than what was going to come out.
there you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at that.
that.
Your butterflies made it a little bit... Great.
Yours worked better, I
Mine
think.
worked very nice.
It does
That-
work better when it's got a flat bottom to it.
But you could, with your paper pads and things, you could make these into
Proper cards.
You know, a lot of inspiration actually on the back of the pad, as you were saying, I'll show that again. On the
Bring it
back there is all the inspiration that you can see that tells you exactly what to do for each topper within this collection. Now, if you're wondering why on earth are you spending so much time about these toppers, there's so much within the goodie bag. Have we got time quickly to go through what's in the goodie bag one more time?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Come on.
Right, so you're getting the
There you
paper, I'll let you do it,
Oh,
we'll talk
down
together.
to me, right.
Because you've got better pans. You've got a topper pad first, which we've just been demonstrating with.
And then you've got another topper pad, actually. This time it's part of the Modern Man collection. Some of these are die cut like these ones you can see here. Some of them are not die cut, they're sort of panels, so you can use them for backgrounds. You've got elements you can fussy cut into. You've got multiples of each as well, so you can decoupage them up. And they're all uncoated too, so if you want to add your inks, your glitters, anything like that, then by all means you can absolutely do that. That is included as part of the goodie bag. And then next up we've got our Into the Woods. Lovely corner edgeable. You've got that included, really large size die as well. And then you've got something from your garden collection, which is our planting stations. Lovely, really versatile die set there. You can use it alongside your plant dies and lots of other things as well. Could even be like DIY. Great for you, George, with your decorating.
I mean, great for me.
Well, yeah, the Modern Man.
Sorry, I don't run purposes.
Bit worrying. And then you've got one of your gorgeous Taking Flight creator card dies, Lady Butterfly. 2 dies in that one. You've got the inner die, which cuts into the card, and classic creator card style. You've also got that outer edge as well, which cuts it out as a topper, like you can see there. That was a great one as well for your paper piecing. Then as part of your honeysuckle collection, you've also got this beautiful edgeable here, which is your honeysuckle vine. You can see that gorgeous design there. Lovely, thank you. Nice little prop there. You've got that included as part of the collection. Then you've got 2 sets of stencils as part of the same collection. If I turn these over, you've
These
actually
are
got...
lovely, these.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? You've actually got 3 in each. So you've got the snowflake, the tree, and that the scene where it's snowing. And then on your other one, you've got your bauble, your little bell, and you've got your holly as well. Both of those are included. The die which caused a bit of a problem this morning, we couldn't find it to start with.
No, it's flown away.
It had flown away, but it's flown back to us with our gorgeous cascading butterflies. That's another edgeable style die.
Very nice.
And finally, the one that I tried to tempt George with to shut him up, but we couldn't manage it. This is your fantastic Colorista colouring kit. You've got the pens, and you do also have your colouring sheets as well. Got
Very
all
good.
that
And
included.
also the stickers.
Oh yes, we've not got those.
We haven't got
Apologies.
them, but they are in there. That can be all yours. £35, $45. Remember, as well, you're getting bonus points on this? Am I being...
Yeah, 30.
30 bonus points on this as well. Loads of you saying hello. Crafting Queen on YouTube. Loving the new Make It Saturday show. The concept, chatter, meeting George. I wasn't a CTV viewer prior when he used to be there. Love the goodie bag. And on the hoof, live crafting. On the hoof is good. And that's saying well done, George and Lily.
Thank you.
Pamela on Facebook. Beautiful makes, Lily and George. You're welcome. Jeffrey on Facebook. Weather alert being issued. Wind gusting 60 miles an hour.
Oh, gosh.
High hail size of golf balls. Great day to sit and craft here in New Hampshire.
Blimey, that sounds
all right.
terrifying.
Please be careful, mate. Listen, we are going to come back after this short break. Now, it's our craft clinic. We're opening the doors. Have we got the costumes yet, Nicola, for the stethoscope?
Stethoscope,
and the
yeah.
No, they haven't arrived. OK. After the break, we're opening the doors to the craft clinic. And today, it's all about...
Embossing.
Embossing. So if you've got any questions about embossing or even what it is, get those in. Jan will get those ready for us after the break. And we will see you shortly here on Crafters TV.
Now, we've been hinting at some really great things to come, and today I'm really excited to give everybody watching on Crafters TV the first chance to hear about one of them. Our brand new Crafters Voice Group, okay? Now, I've been working with the team behind the scenes to develop a massive program to bring 100 craft enthusiasts together from across the globe to be our exclusive dedicated feedback panel. Now, you'll get the chance to participate in regular check-ins, some surveys, virtual discussions with the team and me, and earn yourself some special rewards in the process. All while helping us shape what we're doing in our marketing, social media, community, website, product, and everything else that goes on in the company. You guys are at the heart of everything that we do, and we want to give you the chance to make your voice heard. So the Crafter Voice program will initially be limited to just 100 people, and we are accepting applications from today, the 24th of March, up until the 7th of April. And if you want to get involved, you just need to head to the website and click on the link to apply. Click on that link to apply.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric, rocker blocks, briars, misters, quilting clips, and die brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetates, stencils, glue guns and templates, Gemini Pro, Julia and the OG, Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI, tri-blend brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends, illustrators, classics and tri-blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue, applicators, envelopers, creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, the big score and scoreboard, Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, graphics, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, ball tool, dice and zinc trays, miter tools and binding tools and toe bags, USBs, bone folders and punches, low-tack tape and brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam, outline markers, DVDs, spelled quick Triton pads and CDs, gilding flakes and washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft and sport press, sparkle pots, Centura pearl and sticky dots, pigment ink pads, chunky glue, body bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, body bags, craft magnets, year of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate Pro and the rotating design board, ultimate first compendium, Sarah signature collections, and don't forget discovery kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll, foam on a roll.
Hello everybody. In Crafters World, my name's Holly Collie. I'd just like to tell everybody how much my mummy appreciates and loves Crafters TV. They've really helped during the last couple of years when it's been a bit of a rough time. I know I'm the best dog in the world, but Crafters TV is the best company in the world. Thank you very much everybody. Bye.
Yes, welcome back to Make It Saturdays here on Crafters TV with me, George Akid. I think it was weird, wasn't it, eh? With the wonderful Lilly as well. Now, remember, loads to get involved in this show. Just by commenting, you have entered yourself into the prize draw. In just under 22 minutes or so, we're going to choose a winner where you're going to win yourself some vouchers. All you've got to do is comment, say hello. Maybe it's your first time watching. Loads of you got not good weather today, so a lot of you just enjoying the weather and doing some crafting at home. But for now, for the next 20 minutes, also before our prize draw, we have got our craft clinic. The doors are open, and today it's all about embossing. We are answering all your questions about embossing. Now, Lilly, before we start looking at the questions, just give us a really quick snippet. What is embossing?
Well, embossing can sort of take quite a few different forms. In this instance, we're talking about dry embossing. So heat embossing is sort of a whole different realm, which is when you're using your heat tool, your sticky inks and your embossing powder. This is what we call dry embossing. And you can emboss using a embossing folder, so something like this. We have lots of different ranges and types of embossing folders. It could be 3D, could be 2D. Some of them also even have a die sort of embedded within that embossing folder, which is what we call a cut and emboss folder. And in its raw form, all you do is you pass through some cardstock or some some paper inside that folder through a die cutting machine, and it embossed, so it gives a sort of a raised surface to that piece of cardstock. And that's the sort of effect you can get using your embossing. And of course you have your embossed side, and then you also have your debossed side as well, which is sort of imprints the design into your cardstock. So that's sort of embossing in its raw form using an embossing folder. We could also emboss using different sort of materials as well. So you can use your regular stencils, you can emboss with those, almost like turning them into embossing folders in that sort of sense. Some dies as well also have embossing elements on the dies, so they don't just cut the emboss as well. We'll show you how to do this in just a few moments time, where we've got a die that's cut out the outer edge of the croissant, but it's also embossed the detail in there using that die. So that's another way we can emboss. And then finally as well, another style of embossing is using our dies, using a slightly different plate combination to what we'd use when we're cutting, and we can actually sort of emboss our dies as well. So that die that we used this morning to cut on that craft along, you can use there with a different plate combination to actually emboss your cardstock. So embossing is like a whole different universe of crafting, lots of different techniques, lots of different styles. Any questions though, get them in, because I can't wait to answer them all.
Absolutely. Now we'll be showing you as well, because a lot of people have been asking about the embossing with stencils, and we will show you that as well. Deb's said on Facebook, I crafted along with Lily and I've sent my photo in. We'll have a look, Deb, we'll try and get something sorted so we can show you the wonderful craft along that we did earlier. But for the meantime, Helen's asked on YouTube, so a question for the Craft Clinic. When I try to do the letterpress technique, the ink always turns out with a sort of stripy look on the card. What am I doing wrong, please?
Oh, good question. So for me, I think that's probably the way you're applying the ink to the folder. Best way to get a really smooth application, rather than taking the ink pad directly to the folder and just going all over the folder, what you want to do is you want to use a brayer. So I know we do our Spectrum Noir brayer, I don't know if we've got one in here, but, yes, I'll be back. So your brayer, so we do a nice large Spectrum Noir brayer. So all you want to do is just load up your ink. So whether you're using a pigment ink like this one is, or you want to be using a water reactive or duet ink pad, all you're going to do is really load up that brayer, making sure you get plenty of ink onto there, and then use your brayer to transfer that ink onto the surface of that embossing folder. That way you're going to make sure by using a brayer that you get a really smooth application of colour onto the folder. Then just the same sort of technique that I'm sure you're already using. Pop your card in, run it through your die cutting machine, and that brayer should help in terms of giving you a smooth laydown of that ink.
Amazing, great idea on that as well. Now, I hope we'll show you embossing. In case you don't actually know what embossing, how we do embossing, we'll show you that shortly. Lynn on YouTube, some crafters wet the card before embossing. Is there a time you should wet the card before embossing?
Oh, that's a great question. So a lot of crafters, especially when it's a 3D embossing folder, because if you think about it, when you run any sort of cardstock through an embossing folder, whether you're embossing with a stencil or a die, that cardstock is sort of being stretched. It's sort of going into a slightly unnatural shape, if you like, and occasionally certain cardstocks will crack as they go through an embossing folder, particularly your 3D embossing folders. So for that reason, some people, before they put their cardstock into the embossing folder, they'll give it a light mist of water, because that just sort of softens the fibres of the cardstock and allows it to mould over that surface of the embossing folder a little bit better. I have to say, personally, I find if you're using a good quality embossing folder and a good quality cardstock, there shouldn't really be a reason that you need to. But if you're ever struggling, if you ever have a card or an embossing folder that every time you run it through, it's cracking and it's sort of not giving a lovely even surface, just give it a light spritz of water onto your cardstock before it goes through your die cutting machine, and that should help. But yeah, it's definitely not something you need to do all the time.
Perfect. Diane on YouTube, could Lily please show how to emboss with dies in the G2, the Gemini 2? I want to emboss frames using my nesting dies. Thank you.
Should we do it now?
Let's do it now. Go on, let's do it.
Now. Come on then. Right, so we're going to take some of our cardstock. So I'm going to use black cardstock for this one.
Yep.
And we're actually going to use that beautiful die that we used a little bit earlier on in this morning's, I keep saying this morning, but it was technically this afternoon's craft along. So it's our Flora and Fauna die. Now some dies, like anything, some dies will work better than others for this sort of technique. This die I've found gives a really nice effect. And it's one of those, it's a little bit of trial and error, because I've found, if I bring in two that I've already done here, I found when I did one plate combination, which is sort of the recommended one, it embossed a little bit too much, and some of them started to actually cut through, so you can see that it's actually cut through that layer of cardstock there. But if I did a slightly different plate combination, just slightly reduce that pressure, I got a better effect. So I'm going to start off with the lowest plate combination, and then if that does need more pressure, then I will tell you the plate combination that I used for that one. So for this one, what we're going to need to do is we're going to start off with our white cutting plate. So our white cutting plate goes on the base, and then we're going to bring in our embossing mat, which is the pink shim. If you've got the older Gemini, it did used to be a purple mat. Then we've got our cardstock. just some black cardstock here. Then I'm taking my die, blade facing into our card, just like we would when we die cutting. So basically the blade is not going against a harsh surface because it's going against that soft rubber embossing mat, which is meaning that it's not going to cut. So then next we've got our die, then we're going to go in with our magnetic shim. And then finally, we're going to go in with our white plate. And that should give us a lower pressure and it should give us a nice emboss. However, if I do need to swap things out a little bit, then I will do that. The only difference that I had with the one that was a little bit too high pressure, instead of using the magnetic, I actually used the plastic. But I found with my machine at home, and every single machine is different, so I know this machine will be a bit different to mine. I found that pressure was a little bit too high for my machine. You can see here, this is absolutely perfect for this particular machine. So recap, it was your cutting plate, you had your embossing plate, your cardstock with your die face down, magnetic, and then your other cutting plate. If you find that's not giving you enough pressure, just swap out your magnetic for your plastic and that will up that pressure a little bit. But you can see there, just with your black cardstock, just using one of your dies, as I tilt that, you've got that embossed design. It's not cut all the way through. If I turn that over, you can see that's not quite cut all the way through, but it's a great technique to be able to emboss all of your dies you've got in your crafty
Lily,
stash.
do you have any gilding wax just there quickly to show that what it looks like?
Oh, yes, you can tell we're making a
What's that,
craft
George? You
review.
got good ideas? I know.
Absolutely, right. Good idea. We do love a bit of gilding wax. So we're taking, which one is this? This is our Empire Gold. As always with your gilding wax, less is more. So making sure I've only got a tiny bit on my finger. Oh, this is going to look lovely. Just going circular motions like we would when we are using our inks. Same sort of idea to give you that lovely smooth lay down of colour. You can of course use a blending tool, your little sponges, if you don't want to use your finger. I do find personally though you get the best result and more control just by using your finger. I'm just going to go around there. Oh, this is making it come to life. And you can see it a lot better now against the black. So it's almost like turning all of your dies you've got in your collection into embossing folders. Give that a little bit of a tilt in the light.
Great.
You can see
Yeah,
that. Oh,
that's
doesn't that look lovely?
Perfect.
There you
Amazing.
go.
Thank you very much. Remember,
problem.
if you've got any questions, do comment below. Jan will get them to us. And by commenting, you've entered yourself into the prize draw. So it's a two birds with one stone malarkey. Trudy on YouTube, what's the difference between the 2D and the 3D embossing?
Great question, Trudy. So the difference, to look at them, the difference between 2D and 3D, and I've only got a 3D here actually. I don't think I've got a 2D. Oh, tell a lie, I have got 2D. So the 2D is part of the tea and coffee collection. And then we've got our 3D, which is our carved wood from the new 3D textured embossing folders. And if I turn these sort of side on, so if you look at both of these next to each other, you can see the 2D is a lot thinner than your 3D. So your 3D's got that extra thickness to it compared to the 2D. When I talk about 2Ds, I talk about you've got two levels. You've either got something that's not embossed or it's embossed, and there's no sort of in between. Whereas when it comes to your 3D embossing folders, you've got all sorts of different levels. It's almost like it's been sculpted or it's been carved. So you can see there, you've got more roundness to it. You've got your backgrounds, you've got your areas that are not embossed in the background. And then you've got your midground, so it's kind of like slightly embossed. And then right at the top there, you've got those areas that are really, really embossed. It gives you more levels, more layers, more detail. 2D is just literally, it's either embossed or it's not. Whereas with your 3D, there's lots of different layers and levels to your embossing. But it is a slightly different plate combination. So for your 2D, you're only going to need your 2 white cutting plates. Pop your cardstock in your folder, pop them between your cutting plates and run that 3 die cutting machine. Difference with your 3D, because they're thicker, that means that our plate combination needs to be a little bit thinner to compensate. So that means you're going to have 1 cutting plate, you're going to have your magnetic shim, and you're also going to have your plastic shim. So 3D, 3 plates, 2D, 2 plates. It's the only way that I can quite frankly remember it.
Perfect. We'll show that very, very shortly. Craft Clinic from Genesis on YouTube, brand new to embossing. How do I tell the difference between deboss and emboss?
Oh, great question. So with your emboss, I'd say what is typically the design is going to be the part that's raised up. With it deboss, it's going to be the opposite way around. So if I take that embossing folder that I've just shown you, that lovely tea and coffee one, that's quite a good example. I'd say the design is obviously that coffee marking on there. So if that part of the folder is sticking upwards, sticking outwards, then that's going to be embossed. If that part of the folder is going inwards, then that's going to be a debossed. You can use both of them. They both work exactly the same sort of way. So you get both every time it goes to that die cutting machine. You can't see this one very well, so I'm just going to bring in an ink so you can just see the deboss a little bit better on here. So I'm literally just grabbing a black waterproof ink just so you can see the difference a little bit better between the emboss and the deboss. There you go. So there's your deboss. You can see that the swirls are therefore kind of in the background with your deboss, whereas I turn that over, your emboss, the swirls are in the foreground. It's the parts that's sticking up. So hopefully that helps.
Perfect. Right, can you show us embossing, so I'm going to shout this out to you, embossing with a 2D.
Embossing with 2D, right.
Just so we can go
Let's
through
do it.
every stage of embossing. So embossing with a 2D,
Embossing with 2D.
folder.
Absolutely. So we're going to take out this pink shim. This is when you're embossing dies and stencils. That's not for your embossing folders, so we don't need our pink shim at all. I've just got some cardstock here, which is some lovely brown linen cardstock, and this one is 2D. It just tells on the packaging it's a 2D embossing folder, and just by looking at it, you can see it's a lot thinner. You've just got the one level of embossing within that folder. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to run my finger over the surface. I can feel on this side of the folder that design is actually sticking upwards, which means that I want to pop my cardstock into that side with the right side facing up. Obviously it doesn't matter if you're using a double-sided cardstock. And then we're just going to pop that into our folder just like so. 2D means 2 plates. We've got our cutting plate on the base, and then we're going to bring in our second cutting plate. That goes over the top, and that's literally all we need, just the 2 plates, and that's going to be enough in terms of a 2D embossing folder. Just run that through our die cutting machine. And then once we've embossed this, we're going to have the sort of 2 for 1. So one side will be embossed, one side will be debossed. Both of them are equally as usable as the other. Just sort of depends on the sort of effect you're wanting to create. So we'll just remove that from our folder. And you can see on that side, you have got your emboss, so the actual design itself is sticking out. And then on the other side, we've got the deboss, so the design is sticking into your cardstock. So that's your 2D.
So we've got that one. 3D. So again, we just talked about it. So you're saying it's 2D is 2 plates, 3D.
3 plates.
What plate combination do we need for that?
Right, so we're going to bring in, we're actually going to use some pattern paper for this one, because I think sometimes we forget, we quite often will emboss using just coloured card, but you can still use your pattern papers. We do have this on a deal on the show, actually. It's your Sheena 12x12 Day of the Dead paper pad. So if you are on the shop the day, that's part of a collection where you get vellum and all sorts in there. So we're just using that B side. So once again, I've had a little feel in the embossing folder. I can feel what I'd call the design, so the actual swirls themselves. I can feel that's raised in that side. So that means I'm going to pop my cardstock into that side with the right side of the card facing up. We're going to pop that into our embossing folder, and top tip, always cut your cardstock ever so slightly smaller than the embossing folder. If you're finding you have wrinkles at the edge of your card when it comes out that embossing folder, that's because you've cut the card larger than the embossing folder. Cut it a little bit smaller, it's going to fit within that folder, and you shouldn't have any of that wrinkling at the edges, and you'll get a neater finish. So 3D 3 plates, so once again we still start with that base plate, our cutting plate on the bottom. We've got our embossing folder with our card inside, and then we come in with our magnetic shim, and then on top we're going to add our plastic shim, and then we're just going to run it through. Basically, the combination of the magnetic and the plastic is ever so slightly thinner than using one of your cutting plates. So because the 3D are a little bit thicker, obviously with your plates they need to be a little bit thinner in order to fit through the mouth of the machine and give you a nice embossed result. So if we remove that from our folder here, and just to really make this come to life, absolutely love doing this technique. It's with our pure white pigment opaque ink pad, and all we're going to do is just going to take our ink pad directly to that cardstock itself rather than using a blending tool, just to make sure we get a really nice strong quite heavy application of that colour onto there. And by using your pattern papers, it just starts to bring that design to life a little bit more and makes it pop from that pattern paper. So just going in with your opaque pigment ink pad. And how lovely does that look? So you can see there,
Really
you've got the emboss. The deboss is obviously the other side, so you could do exactly the same technique and start to highlight the deboss a little bit more. Or like we did there, we used a black ink pad just to highlight your deboss design. So that's
amazing.
Your 3D embossing folders.
Perfect. So embossing with a stencil.
Yep.
How do we? Because I forget you can do this. How do you emboss with a stencil? Lily?
Right, so let's bring in, so because we're embossing with a stencil, same sort of idea as your die, we need to bring in our rubber shim.
So just skinny as well, sorry, we'll kill two birds with one stone. Crafting Queen on YouTube. What's the plate combo to emboss a die? And could Lily please say, whilst also showing the actual plates, I'm a visual learner. So is it the same plate combination for a die as it is a stencil?
So that's the die is the one that we just did with our gilding wax, but we will go through it once again. So in terms of your gilding wax, you're going to start off, not your gilding wax, sorry, you're embossing a die. You're not going to pop a gilding wax through your machine. That's definitely not a good idea. So you're starting off with your white cutting plate, and then you're going to come in with your embossing plate, so your rubber shim. And then next up, you'll pop your card down. Imagine that this already hasn't been embossed. And then you're going to pop your die in, blade facing into your card and into your pink mat. And then the plate combination that I find that works best is magnetic and then your other cutting plate.
Yeah.
If you find that that's not giving enough pressure, take out your magnetic and instead replace it with your plastic shim, and then once again your cutting plate over the top.
Well, you say that, but Diane on YouTube, thanks for showing the embossing with the dies. I've just tried it with Lily's recommendation plate combo, and it works perfectly. So it is working. So that's embossing with dies and stencils.
Right, stencils are very similar to dies actually. I'm just going to cut my cardstock down to the size, well, slightly larger than our stencil. So you can use any stencil for this whatsoever. We're going to take, once again, that same starting block. So we've got our base plate, our cutting plate. We're going to take our rubber shim, pink shim over the top. Then we're going to take our cardstock. This is just some regular white cardstock. And then we've got our stencil. I'm slightly concerned that this might have glitter on it, but never mind, you should still get the idea. Pop that onto your card. And then we're going to go in with your plastic shim. Once again, if you find that's too much pressure, then switch out to your magnetic. But I find personally for a stencil, that is going to work best with your plastic. And then we go back in over the top with our cutting. So cutting, pink, your stencil with your card, your frosted, and then your cutting plate. And then all we're going to do is just going to run that back through. It's the same idea if you have the Gemini Junior, or if you're using the Gemini Junior plates in your large size machine. Same sort of idea. You can still use exactly the same plates if you just work with slightly smaller stencils or smaller cardstock. So we'll run that through. And all we're going to do is we're just going to peel back our stencil. Oh, I love this technique.
That's great, satisfying.
Very satisfying noise here. The stencil was ever slightly sticky, which is why that's slightly stuck to the card, but you can still see there, you get that beautiful effect. And I'll tell you what we will do, we'll come in with our gilding wax just onto a corner here, just to highlight it a little bit more.
Before you use gilding wax, just so we can answer another question, Janine on YouTube, what else can we use instead of gilding wax?
Great idea. You can use all sorts onto here. So anything that you'd use on an embossing folder, you can use. You could use your inks. If you wanted, you could use your pens actually. So if you wanted to bring in like some of your tri-blends and actually colour in some of those designs, by all means you could do that. You could be adding glitter onto there, your sparkle pens, you could watercolour, any sort of colouring medium that you might use onto a stamp, you can use it onto an embossing folder.
Perfect.
I'm just trying to, oh, there it is. You can
That's
press on
it,
the line.
amazing.
But if you want that subtle effect, it looks gorgeous, but add your ink if you want it to be a little bit more intense. I'll tell you what you can do as well, actually, and I've not got one with me. If you've got a sanding block,
yes,
because our linen cardstock has got a slightly different colour core, sand that back. You can almost see a little bit poking through, and it'll give you a lovely finished result.
Great. Last few questions, because we are rapidly running out of time. Just these on YouTube. If I was to colour my embossing folder in the shimmer sprays, do I have to mist the cardstock first? So like filling the embossing folder with ink first before you emboss it?
No, so I'm trying to work out what you're trying to say. So I think you'd take your watercolour card, emboss it as you would normally, and then just spray it with your shimmer spray.
I think she means you could. So I've seen Craig do this. You can spray the embossing folder first. So you actually, I think you apply the medium to the embossing folder and then put it through.
Oh, I've never done that, but I wouldn't say you need water because your shimmer spray is already wet. I'd pop your shimmer spray onto the folder, cardstock in. I would use watercolour card and run it through. And because your shimmer sprays are water-based, they'll wash off that folder with no problem at all. I'll have to try that myself.
Try it, yeah, listen, let us know. Last question, Crafting Queen on YouTube. Is there any way to salvage, re-soften a rubber embossing mat that's gone crispy, she's what, hard, cracked, because I stupidly left it in where the sun rays shone on it by mistake? Is there a way to re-soften it?
I'm not sure there is, to be honest. I think with rubber, once it's gone crusty, what a horrible word that is, I think, unfortunately, there's no going back. So apologies, you will have to get a new one.
Yeah,
I've never known that happen, though. It must be a lot hotter where you live than wherever you live.
Yeah, and last one. Could you use the pearl powders on the embossed stencil?
Oh, yes.
And if so, what are the steps really quickly?
I'll tell you what I would do. Let's pretend we're doing it. So
I'm watching you.
I'd take my stencil, I'd pop my stencil over the top.
Yeah.
I would run it through the embossing machine just like we have done.
Coming.
I'd leave that in place, so don't move it. So just imagine it's still in place. And then I'd take your clear translucent, there it is, let me show you. I'd take your watermark ink pad. I'd go directly from your ink pad all over there, really get into all the nooks and crannies. You can use a finger dauber if you want as well. Then remove your stencil, and then that'll all be sort of sticky where you've got that ink through the stencil, and then you can go over the top of your pearl powder. So it'll be coloured with your pearl powder, you'll get the shimmer of the pearl powder, and it'll be embossed. That will look incredible.
That was a lot of craft clinic. Well done, everybody. Betty Weaver on YouTube. And remember, you can do this on YouTube. Just save this so I can find the plate combos easily. Well done. Trudy on YouTube. I didn't know you could emboss them. Emboss stencils, absolutely. And Debbie Swanson on YouTube. Lily, this has been so informative. I'm writing all these tips down. There should be a top tips book. Remember, you can save the shows on YouTube and come back to this any time. Someone was trying to send photos in. Please send your craft along photos earlier, what Lily was doing. And remember, if you've commented in the last hour, you've entered yourself into the prize draw. We've got a winner for the first hour. Laquita Gibson on YouTube. You have won a voucher.
Congrats.
This is all you got to do. Email ctvprizes@crafterscompanion.co.uk and you've got your vouchers. Listen, all you've got to do is comment, say hello, let us know where you're watching. If you've got any more questions, not necessarily about the embossing, maybe about anything in crafting.
Anything at all.
Get in touch. We're going to be back after a short break. We've got more prizes, more giveaways, more information and some great deals. So make sure you join us in just a few moments.
Hey you, the CC crew, you show us what to make, what to buy, how to do. Hey you, the CC crew, Ben Star Crate, Debbie Boogaloo. Hey you, the CC crew, carry on the programme as we all need you. Hey you, the CC crew, you keep us all company and we can't do without you. I thought that was really good. And I feel like I should go, wow, wow, wow.
A few weeks ago on the show, we were talking about places where all you guys lived. And we might have used Google Earth just to have a bit of a sneak at the village, town, or city that you lived in. And I thought it might be funny if I wrote a little ditty and I put on my Facebook page, where do y'all live? And I'll put your towns and cities and village into my little song. But I didn't realize that there would be about 425 responses. So I'm gonna cram as many places into this song as I can, but I won't get them all in. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. We craft in Lydney, Lynbrook, Launceston, Lehana, Tampa, Darlington, Almond Beach, Sedalia, Wills Point, Widnes, Wildwood, Wildham, Marsh, Chatsworth Lake, Walkerburn, Yate, Hesperia, Sublimity, Pinho, Avon, Freeport, Mapleton, San Jose, Annenberg, Great Bend, Detroit, Peniston. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Craft in Parachute, Paradise, Pollocksville, Papillion, Sheepshead Bay, St. Petersburg, Seacon, Sutton, Saturday, Bristol, Brighton, Brooklyn, Blackwell, Barnsley, Tide Squeeze, South Shields, Tampa Hills and Bentley, Tampa, Pillar, Tucumcari, Cary, Ottawa, Hull, Harrisburg, Lexington, Tupelo, Cincinnati, Austinburg. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Craft in Loxahatchee, Lakesville, Lawrence, Lacey, Livermore, Albuquerque, Weeki, Washi, Pensacola, Ellsworth Park, Mechanicsburg, Williamsburg, Rebella, Houston, Burlington, Wet Wang, Market, Drayton, Yale, Memphis, Wellington, Wapakoneta, Homer, Sassa, Santa Rosa, Wichita, Honolulu, Riverdale, Melbourne, Commerce, Spinton. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Newton Abbey, Richmond, Dudley, Georgetown, East Kilbride, Eugene, Ferrum, Round, Walkerstown, Newarheim, Fort Wayne, Gloucester, Chester, Long Beach, Raphael, St. Dominic, St. Cloud, St. Augustine Beach, Sand Springs, Romford, Tulsa, Traverse City, Wesley Chapel, Ballarat, Medina, Rampo City. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Craft in Sawbrook and Tucson, Kissimmee, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Biloxi, Lafayette, Elmira, Glendale, Scottsdale, Anchorage and Hurtville, Seattle, Gold Canyon, Ipswich, Cumberland, Unionville, Toledo, Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, Gold Canyon, Altoona, Calounda, Port Orange, Glover, Rising Sun. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In Crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. And there's a few more places I didn't manage to get into the song. West Runton, Newcastle, Kingswood, Sandbach, Carlisle, Bewley, Albury, Durham, Springfield, Ashington. We craft in Greenville, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sumter, Oak Park, Winchester, Knapp Hill, Stoke-on-Trent, Mount Pocono, Greenville, Charlotte, Oxon Hill, Tunbridge Wells, Modesto, Haverhill, Sierra Vista, Arecibo, Morgantown, O'Fallon, Aurora, Black Forest. We craft in Hermiston, Brownsburg, Henderson, Socorro, Fort Myers, Mandenholm, Hilliard, Farmingdale, East Moline, Summers Point, Calgary, Charleston, Sawston, Malden, Galloway, Fitchburg, Hopewell, Aberdeen, Winstead, Castlewood, Chatsworth, Limestone, Victoria, Willoughby, Rockland, Canton, Falmouth, Conestoga, Lyndhurst, Ashbourne, and Cluj-Napoca. Oh yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Make It Saturday. Hello, welcome back. This is Jake's brand new friend on Make It Saturday. He has this on his desk because of our lovely Tracy. She's moving to the dark side head office. So what we need you to do is we need you to name Jake's turtle, okay? It lives on his desk. We had a couple of examples in Craft Along. If you want to name Jake's turtle, it could be you. All you got to do is let us know, and we're going to find a name for this turtle by the end of the day. Welcome back to Make It Saturday. Loads of you loving our craft clinic before the break. Remember, if you've missed that, you can rewind this. You can come back to this show. We do a craft clinic every week on Make It Saturday. Today was all about embossing, the wonderful Suan on YouTube. Thank you for all these demonstrations. They're very helpful. And Pauline's joining us. Hi, everyone. From Wet Cheshire, enjoying the show with great tips from Lilly. Really great stuff coming up your way. Right, more to come in this second part of the show. We've got loads more giveaways, another chance for you to win. Just comment. Loads more demos of the week, and loads more fun and giggles and frolics with me and Lily. Lily's over there. All right, Lily?
I'm all right, yeah.
Good.
Can't believe it's flown by over an hour in.
I can't believe an hour in already.
I know. We've done a lot.
Absolutely.
Packed in.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Tea and Coffee launched this week, right?
You did?
It did, and it's been very popular. Now, we're going to do a little demo of this. Well, not me, because Lily's the expert. No, I'm joking.
You're all demoed out, I think,
I'm
today.
all demoed. There was loads of demos today. Now, the 13-piece Showstopper collection, £70, $90. Already a great saving for you. Been very popular, and it's my first time getting my hands on this collection, so I'm very excited to have a quick look through it. The coffee to go. Now, the dies in this, do you know what I think is really good? And this is what Crafters Companion hits the nail on the head every single time, is they tailor something to the entire market. We were saying this beforehand. I like cold coffee. I like hot coffee, espressos. But my friends, Jamie likes iced coffee. You're making things like this. The iced coffee is all there for you. Perfect as well for invites to maybe coffee mornings, if you do like the coffee mornings. So that's your coffee to go. Sweet treats. Now, something we didn't touch on, Lily, in the embossing workshop was the dies with embossing, did we?
Do you know, I just realised as soon as we finished, I was like, blimey, I forgot to tell you guys about that.
Well,
so it's
quickly mention that with that croissant when we were going to mention it, weren't we?
It's exactly the same idea. So remember, all you're going to do with those, you're going to cut your die as you would normally. Then you're going to leave the die, the cardstock within the die, and then you'll use the same plate combination as you do to emboss a die, but you'll have just die cut it first, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So that's how you emboss with dies which have embossing within, like the croissant, and I'm sure a number of these other dies will have that as well. Then you're moving into the tea party. Again, Alice in Wonderland, this is what this is giving me straight away. And again, all the little dots, and you can personalise these cups to whatever you wish. Then you've got your tea time. Again, every little thing about tea has been thought about. Sugar cubes, lemons, if you're like a lemon in your tea, the tea bags. What's the best kind of tea, Lily?
Yorkshire tea.
It is Yorkshire tea, that's no question about that. Then you've got a coffee break, you've got the cafetiere, you've got the teapot, you've got the other cafetiere. That's also there for you as well. Now, again, we've been talking about embossing. We've been talking about I Love You Latte, these wonderful latte art kind of embossing. Look at that, that is lovely. They can be easily snipped. And again, you've got that large thanks latte. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2D embossing folder, and you use 2 plates to do. I listen. I don't just sit there playing Angry Birds on my iPad. No, I listen. That's a 2D. That's a 2D embossing folder. Then you've got your motivation.
Love this set, George.
These are great, isn't it? Look at this, some great fun characters. And again, a Crafter's Companion hits the nail on the head. You've got something for everybody in this collection. You're not just looking at the older end. You know, tea part. You think of afternoon tea, it's very British. However, you've got some fun little characters. Do you know what it reminds me of? Jellycat.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Little jelly cat
Can
teddies,
see
which
that.
cost £300 for a little sugar cube
Yeah.
jelly cat. That's there for you. But this is the kind of little sentiments as well. Be magnificent. Motivation. Just do it. Again, that's all there for you. If you're wanting the sentiments, the coffee o'clock, they're all there again. Great little sentiments. Coffee time. Let's meet for coffee soon. Maybe you're catching up with a friend who you've not seen in a while and you are suggesting going for that coffee. That's in there for you as well. Then you've got tea for two. A cup of thanks. I mean, that's lovely. That's a really nice sentiment. I think tea is such a great little... You know, something goes wrong, what do you say?
Have a cuppa.
Have
Put
a
kettle
cuppa,
on.
Put kettle on. And again, wrapping up, the green tea. Now, again, these wonderful nesting dies kind of thing. That is, again, a great little addition within this collection, plus the tea and the leaf. And finally, you're getting the 6x6 paper pad as well. That's in there for you as well. Where's the coffee stain? Oh, my goodness, I've not seen
Keep
the coffee.
flicking, you'll find it. It's in there.
Flicking my flick. Leanne taught me how to flick.
You're doing well, actually. It's a good flick.
That's a very good...
Ooh. There it is.
There's the coffee stain. Oh, I'm going to cramp. That's all there, the gingham as well. That's all there for you. Is flicking paper pads is a dangerous job. There's danger money in this. £70, $90. And look at that platinum's price as well. You're getting £56, $72. Some little names for the turtle before we get into a little demo.
Oh, yes, come on.
Melvin the turtle.
Oh, I like Melvin.
Myrtle the turtle.
Myrtle classic.
Turvy turtle.
Turvy.
Tiffany the turtle. Terry turtle. Ninja the turtle.
Ninja, yeah, that's good.
Wellington the turtle.
Wellington.
Timmy the turtle. Tilly the turtle. Theo the turtle.
Theo. There's a lot of good names. We
I'm on Jake's side. While Jake's deciding on a name for his turtle, Lily, what are you going to make with this lovely collection?
I'm going to do it a little bit with that gorgeous tea and coffee collection. I'm sure plenty of you guys at home know I am a tea lover, so I do absolutely adore this collection. And we're going to use two die sets for this particular card we're going to create, which is the tea party and the tea time. So from the tea party, I'm just going to take out the main tea cup itself. You do have that insert for the polka dots if you want to pop that and create a spotty cup, but for this one, we're just going to use the solid cup itself. We've got some paper that's actually part of that 6x6 pad, so we'll just pop our die, our little teacup onto there, and then from our other die set, we're just going to grab our teapot. Now, just a little note with the teapot itself, it is actually a two-part die, so the main part of the teapot is actually separate to the lid, which means you can have the lid off, you can have the lid on at an angle.
Oh, okay.
That choice is totally yours. So we'll just pop both of those onto our cardstock, grabbing some of our low tack tape just to make sure that they don't move as they go through that die cutting machine. And we'll just tape those together and tape them to our cardstock as well. So they'll be fine as they go through that die cutting machine. So we'll pop those onto our plate. So in a thin metal die, it's our base plate, our cutting plate. Then we go over the top with our frosted shim, then our magnetic shim, and then finally we go over the top with our other cutting plate. And that's your sort of typical plate combination when it comes to your regular thin metal dies. If you've got a really basic, as we call them, like a nesting die, really sort of standard shape with no sort of detail, you can always take out that magnetic shim just to reduce the pressure. But for most metal dies, that's the plate combination that you want to go for. So all we need to do now is just remove the tape from our cardstock and also just remove those die cuts from the die. So we've got the two sections to our teapot here. So you can see the little top from our teapot, our lid. And we've also got the teacup there, and we've got the base of our teapot. So we've got all those elements ready to start to be added onto our card itself. But before we start to build our card, all we're going to do is we are just going to take our tacky glue, and we're actually going to piece together our teapot lid and our teapot base. I'm going to have it a little bit of an angle so it almost looks like it's flying off the top of our teapot. So all we need to do is just pop some of our tacky glue just onto the corner of our lid there.
I've spoken to Jake, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, go on, what did he say?
He's gone for, and I could have guessed this, Ninja the Turtle.
Ninja the Turtle.
Ladies and gentlemen, da, 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 Ninja the Turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, tearing on a half shell, turtle power. It is technically a half shell. It's not a real plant. There it is. Right, as you were.
Is it a real plant?
Now,
I
I'll tell you
thought-
what is a real plant. These little flowers that Katia here bought in. You
They're
know
nice.
Katia off Strictly Come Dancing?
Yeah.
She was here last night.
I know, I saw her. I was here too.
Were you here too?
I was here all day. I'm always here. When am I not here?
Why is there a dog bowl in the green room?
She
She
brought
brought her dogs in.
two dogs. Not just one, two dogs.
Did we see them on camera?
Were they on camera? They're
Well.
running about the office like they own the place.
I
They
did
were very
step in
cute.
something earlier.
Well, Lowering the tone as ever. Right, back to the card. So we've got a 6" by 6" white card base. I've actually created that using a piece of 12 by 12 card, just cut in half and then folded in half to give us our card base. Then I've got a piece of white card just matted and laid onto some green cardstock. And I've actually stamped my sentiment into the centre, which I absolutely love this sentiment.
Yeah.
But first, T. So that's just in the middle. And then you can just about see there, I've actually used one of my circle nesting dies just to draw out using pencil a circle onto there, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to use loads of our teapots and teacups that we've already cut out. We're going to create almost like a wreath of tea around that circle that we've drawn out there. So I'm going to start off by using the ones that I've cut from that solid colour cardstock. So we're going to go in with our tape pen just into the centre, and then onto the detail I'm just going to bring in my tacky glue, and it'll give us a little bit of wiggle room as well, so we can start to actually manoeuvre these into position. So that's just going to go onto there. I'm going to sort of have them at a little bit of an angle as well, so a nice quirky little angle for these. And I'm just going to start to lay these out first. Before I stick any of the others on, I just want to make sure that I'm happy with sort of the positioning of them before I start to stick anything down. So I'm just going to go around and start to sort of bring these together. So I'll bring in another of these ones that we've cut from our green cardstock, pop in some of our glue onto the reverse, and then we'll just have that onto that top section. And we'll start to overlap them as well to really build together this wreath. So that one we'll have onto there, and then we'll take another of our teacups and we'll just pop this, I think, onto the right hand side. It's a really fun technique. You can do this sort of thing with any of your dies. It would work quite nicely with that sweet treat die set as well. You could have like a wreath full of croissants. That would be quite cute. But just starting to build this together. So we'll bring in some foam pads for some of these
It looks
as well.
great, this, Lily. I really love this.
It's fun, isn't it? Just something a little bit different, a bit quirky. Just showing a different way to use your dies and bringing all those different elements together, really.
Angela on Facebook, so enjoying the show, some great ideas, especially the embossing. I love today's craft clinic. Do you know what, I wish we could spend an hour just doing craft clinics every week.
Yeah.
It might be a new show, I think, embossing. But listen as well, do let us know what you'd like to see a craft clinic on.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we will do embossing, but you guys might go, well, we know about embossing. It might be foil press, or it might be magic markers. I don't know.
Magic markers? I hope not. I won't be doing that one.
Crayons.
Crayons.
Listen, I'd be good at crayons. I'd be really good. Crafty on YouTube, Crafty Angie on YouTube. George, please ask Lily how we could cut the iced coffee cup top out of acetate. Well, you could easily pass it to the die, really, wouldn't it? That's how you do acetate.
Absolutely. My top tip always when it comes to acetate is if you're finding it struggling to die cut, just pop a piece of regular cardstock or just your copy paper between the die and the acetate. Because acetate's obviously not got fibres, with it being almost like a plastic really, it can sometimes be a little bit more difficult for it to cut because the die basically cuts by separating the fibres. That's how a die works. So by adding something that's got fibres between the die and the acetate, it should help to actually chomp through, so to speak.
Chomp, chomp.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. Yeah, so that should work. Give it a go.
Chomp, by chomp, chomp. James little strokes his ninja. He just went, no.
Oh.
It's so cute. I can't believe he's got 2 kids. I still can't believe that.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, where have you been? Well, we won't ask
Well,
that.
not his house. So, Stacey on Facebook, thank you for going all over the ways to emboss. Again, great reminder. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help. We're here to educate, to inspire, and to
Give you a bit of a
create.
laugh.
Thank you, I forgot the correct word. Is that what we are? I'm making it up.
Yeah. Nice little new strapline there.
New strapline. I'm going to start charging money for these ideas.
Well, you probably should. A bit late now, isn't it?
Fortune. I'm here for the good of my art today.
Oh.
So what's your cup of tea? Yorkshire tea?
Oh, yeah.
How many biscuits?
Well, it depends what sort of biscuit.
What biscuit? What's your favourite biscuit?
I do like, for a dunker, I do like a chocolate digestive.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate digestive, you can't go wrong. Or I do like the oaty ones as well.
Do you know what? I'm going to change your life here.
Go on.
Because I love a chocolate digestive.
Yep.
But then,
Away we go.
the thin caramel layer in the middle.
They are very nice.
That takes a digestive. You can't improve on a chocolate digestive, but that. It's also, Americans, it is true, it is a stereotype. We blinking love tea here in the UK.
We do.
It's not just the, you know, it is an absolute stereotype.
It's a way of life.
Yeah. Good fun fact by Nicola. You hate tea.
Wow, well, that's me and Nicola falling out for good.
Well, that's that decided. That's my day ruined. It's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah, just fine. Apart from Nicola, the UK...
Loves tea.
I do remember going to Vegas with my mother and her going to Starbucks and trying to order a cup of tea in Starbucks with my mum.
Oh,
Even
dear.
though they spoke the exact same language, there was a breakdown.
Oh,
There
dear.
was, it was my, listen. And America, please don't put tea in the microwave. I'm begging you now on behalf of the whole of the UK, please don't microwave. Kettle. I know kettles aren't that big in America.
Are they
No,
not?
they're more a British thing, not an electric kettle. It's more of a gas hob kind of.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, it's sort of. I saw something online. People were like blown away that we have kettles. Kettles are. Please don't microwave tea. On behalf of the UK.
Don't do it, please.
Please don't microwave tea.
Don't do
I know
it.
you've got your own problems at the minute, but microwaving tea is just.
Creating a whole nother problem,
It's a
isn't
new
it?
problem. We don't need it.
Yeah, absolutely. We certainly do not.
Can you? But yes, you can buy kettles. No, the kettles do exist, but you know, like every UK house has a kettle. It's not not as one of the main staples in America. You use kettles more than I use them for noodles, Jamie.
Well, like
Yeah.
if you're boiling something on the hob,
You
you'd
can
use
boil
your
the water,
kettle.
can't you, on the hob?
What?
Yeah.
No, well, I'd boil the kettle first, and then I'd pour the water onto the hob.
Yeah, but some people have a hob kettle.
Oh,
You know, like the old whistle while you.
Yeah.
That one.
Gosh, gee, well, yeah. Wow.
But you have a gas hob. Sorry, Jamie, you have one in your bedroom. All right. Literally, Jamie went, I've got one of those in my bedroom, and we're like,
A
"What,
hob?
a gas hob and a
Probably has an industrial oven as well while he's at it.
Yeah. Gillian on YouTube, Gillian, acetate craft clinic session, please. I would not know where to start with acetate.
Oh, that's
Well, I'll
a good
tell you where you
idea.
can start with acetate. Purchasing it. That's a good
well,
start.
yes. That's a very good
That's a good
start.
start.
Absolutely. So just finishing off that card, quite a simple
sorry, yeah,
card.
back to the card, sorry.
Oh yes, but we digress with tea, hobs, kettles and all sorts, but we've got our lovely sort of wreath design. And then we did get that question actually on Beautiful Beginnings earlier this week about decorating the inside of our cards. Did have a little leftover die
nice.
cut, so I thought I'd pop that in the inside.
Yeah.
Could even pop it on the envelope or the back of the card. But just showing you how you can use a few of those different elements. Really quite a cute little card, but a wreath of tea. I mean, if I was to have a wreath on my door, it probably would be made out of tea.
It really, a tea bag wreath.
Oh, yeah, it could be quite stylish, could that? I mean, it wouldn't last so well in the rain, I don't think. Rains, you could pop your little cuppa underneath. No, maybe not. Not a good idea, not one of my best.
Have you had the tea bags that taste like they've had a biscuit dunked in them?
I've never tried.
Do you
Are
know
they any
what?
good?
Yeah, now, listen, I am of palatial girth and chunky, and I like a tea. I can't have a cup of tea without dunking a biscuit in it. Have one of those. I'm not hungry for a biscuit because my psychologically, what it is, psychologically, I go, I've had a biscuit.
I tell you what tea I had many, many years ago, and I thought it was going to be the best thing ever because it's a meeting of two of my favourite things, tea and chocolate. It was called Muddy Boots. It was meant to be a chocolate flavoured tea. I was so excited. I thought this was going to be the best thing I've ever tasted. Did it taste of chocolate? No. I tell you what, it tasted like warm water. The biggest letdown I've probably ever had.
I almost had a tea-infused beer.
Oh gosh, that sounds foul.
That was a good afternoon. Beautiful card, says Jen Shank on YouTube. Lovely card, Lily.
Thank you.
Lovely idea. Ash on Facebook, such great inspiration. Sulwyn Sky on YouTube. Equal opportunity coffee and tea drinker here. No, I get that. I always do that. I'm an equal coffee drinker. And Hadassah, I love tea as well. I can't start my day without it. Remember that tea and coffee collection only launched this week and it's already a big seller. And you know the inside of the card that you just showed with the cup in the
Yeah.
inside of it. That'd be a perfect invite just for a coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Something really simple like that.
Yeah.
Just, it's such a great little invite for a tea
Yeah,
and coffee morning.
absolutely.
Well, the wonderful Crafting Queen on YouTube. Hi, Lily. Thank you for so much for the detailed explanation, the clear display with the plates, and the alternative with the plastic shim, i.e. embossing and cutting dank. Defo now have a confidence to give it a go. Really deal. That can be yours. Now it's time for our Saturday Sizzler deals. Now last week they had a fancy graphic. We haven't got the graphic this week, so I'm going to do this for you. Saturday Sizzler deals. Oh,
Do you know what that reminded me?
I pulled the muscle.
I tell you what that reminded me of. You know, outside of car washes when you have the...
Crazy inflatable waving guy.
That's what it reminded me of.
I trained, guys, I trained. I got grade 3 jazz dance. I don't want to brag here.
I can tell.
Yeah. I can do Bob Fosse isolations.
Woo!
It's like Chicago. Right. This is a great deal for you. 50% off metallic paint markers. You buy 2, you get 2 free. I said, you buy 2...
You get 2 free.
Yes. I realise that you guys can't hear the earpiece, but sometimes it would make the show 1,000 times better. £19.98, $25. You're paying £5 each, or $15.98 on your £15.98, or $20.78 on your Club Inspire. Let's look through the quick collection here. You have got already this beautiful metallic mark paper, the champagne. You're getting those in there. You're also getting your ultimate bronze. They're coming in there as well. Remember, you've got the 3 different nibs as well. You've got the kind of bullet tip, the chisel tip, and you've also got the fine tip as well. That's in there. You're paying for those, you're getting these 2 for free. You are getting here your blush and you're getting the rose gold. £19.98, $25.98. All your store, half price, Club Inspire. No, any bonus points on these, Nicola? Have I forgotten that? Any bonus points? No bonus points on that. But listen, at that price, you don't need bonus points. You'll be getting your Club Inspire points anyway. £19.98, $25.98. That is your first Sizzler deal. Lily, what have you got?
I've got another Sizzler deal. Ooh. Right, so this is our...
Sorry, do that again, please.
Ooh, it's a bit spooky, that, wasn't it?
That's for Christmas.
It's more Halloween, I think.
Oh, dancer said that, George, that dance is better than the graphic, so you've got a lot to live up to. Just...
Well, anyway. Back to the deal. Another of our Saturday Sizzlers. Come on, get it on the screen. There you go. This is our Christmas Rose 7-piece collection. And quite frankly, I'm going to start off with the linen card because personally, I can't believe we've still got this in stock. I absolutely love the colours in here. Oh, is it open? Oh, it is open. Oh. Now, this might have a little bit missing. Little disclaimer there, you will get a full pack, I promise you. And in a full pack, you're going to get 24 sheets. But the colours in here, I just want to show you these colours because they are absolutely gorgeous. You get that lovely deep sort of burgundy red. You get a really nice grey, a really soft grey, almost like a dove grey in there, which is stunning. A vintage cream, so that's going to be great for all of those vintage shabby chic sort of creations. You've got a lovely soft pink. You've got that baby blue, and then you've got a teal, and finally you also get that lovely sort of forest greeny sort of colour. So 24 sheets of that is 250 GSM acid and lignin free when it comes to your linen card, so that's included as part of the deal. Then next up, you do also get a pack of your flower forming foam. So this is a specialist foam, a little bit different to your funky foam in that this is one that you heat to sort of activate it and be able to mould it. Getting 7 of the white sheets, really useful to have your white, because of course you can always colour that using your inks, and you do get 5 of your green. So that's going to be perfect for your foliage. You can use that with any of your flower dies, even hand cut your flowers from that as well. Then next up, you're going to get a die set. Within this one, you're going to get 2 dies. You get that inner cutting die, so it's very much like a creator card, and then you also get that outer outline die. Absolutely beautiful, this one, for your paper piecing. You can create shakers with it. It's a gorgeous design. I'm looking at this as well and thinking you could perhaps use this for other seasons as well as Christmas. Just cover up your holly, perhaps with a little butterfly, and it'll just be those beautiful roses. You can be using that one all year round. Then next up, you're also going to get a kit of your gilding flakes. So you get your pot of gilding flakes, the sponge, the dry ink pad as we call it, and then you get your glue, which is what you're going to use to actually stick the gilding flakes or to activate that dry ink pad. So you're getting that one included. Your stamens are going to be perfect with that flower forming foam. You get tons and tons of stamens in here. You get 400 pieces, so great for all of your flower forming, whether you're using your foam or your cardstock. You're going to get your lace ribbon. You've got 1 metre of that beautiful fabric lace ribbon within there. And then finally, you do get a pot of glitter paste, 30 ml in here. Wondering if this one is open as well. I was just going to show you the colour that you get as part of this. It's an absolutely beautiful colour. Quite chunky with this one. You get that lovely sort of like off-whitey silvery sort of colour here with some nice chunky particles. Use it with these stencils. It's going to work an absolute treat. And you get all of that I've just shown you, lots and lots in here, for an amazing £16 or $20.80. You should be paying $67.93 or $86.73. Not today, because it's a Saturday Sizzler.
Listen, that is a great deal. Now, just strap in for this, because this is going to put your deal to shame. Because this is ridiculous. Look at that price. It's £31.97, $38.89. If you Club Inspire Platinum price, which a majority of you are, £25.58, $31.11. That price pays for this. So first of all, you've got your Christmas cheer. That's coming in there, that wonderful, fantastic die. That's there with you. You're also paying for the jingle bells and bow. That's in there for you as well. And you're also paying for this wonderful stamp and die, the wonderful polar bears. That price pays for that. Now, everything else I'm about to show you comes for free within this collection. That's what you're paying for. Let's start off with what you're getting for free in this collection. Starting off here, first of all, with your wonderful Sending Glad tidings. You're getting the stamps, you're getting the dies in here as well. That's coming in there for you. You're also going to be getting the wonderful tags here, brought to you by Violet Studio, the tags and twine. That's all in there for you. It's never too early to start thinking of Christmas. Listen, I know it's scary to say that in March, near enough April, but this is a great little addition already. Your sparkling florals, their glitters and glues, they're in there for you as well. The Nutcracker 6x6 paper pad, that's coming in there for you as well. Another lovely paper pad. You know that we love our paper pads. Single-sided paper pad for you. I mean, look at that lovely gold that you can see on there for you as well. That's in there for you as well. You're also going to be getting treat bags. Now, listen, if you're like me at Christmas, I hate wrapping presents. This is that perfect little addition just to fill you. Maybe you can do some little sweet bags. Maybe you can just use them for gift wrapping. They're coming for free within this set. What also is coming within this set is this, the Nutcracker as well. That is coming in there for you within this set. You've got everything you here to make fantastic bows and help wrap your presents to be that, you know, kind of shop bought style. That's all in there for you. Then you're also getting that luxury cardstock in here, green pack. You're getting that glitter, you're getting that metallic, you are getting that sheen and that matte all in there for you as well. That is a beauty. I mean, that is worth getting as well in here. 30 sheets, 10 of each, 10 of that mirror card, 10 of the matte mirror and 10 of the glitter. 250 GSM. There's still more. You're also getting this wonderful little sticker tape stick in there for you as well. It's a very small to be seen on the camera, but I promise this is great because on the, I'll show you the back side of that as well, because you've got the twos and the froms, perfect to add into your little presents for wrapping. You've also got the Christmas green sentiment tape as well, perfect to go with your green cardstock. And ladies and gentlemen, finally, to celebrate Christmas 2024, you can also get the little ball, the tree decoration. Ooh, mini Christmas, there he is. That can be yours. Now listen, we know it's 2024, but if you haven't got it, why not treat yourself? Because it's coming for free. You can collect them, because I'm sure there'll be a 2025 one. Let me just remind you, everything I've just shown you, all you're doing, all that price is paying, you're paying for these 3 items. That's what you're paying for. Everything there, which is really well presented, is coming for free within this collection. £31.97, $38.89, £25 in your Club Inspire, £25 in your Club Inspire, $31. That is a bargain. Remember, Saturday Sizzle deals. Once it's gone, it's gone. If you're looking to get ahead, because there's a lot of consumables in this as well. Great stock up on this. Lily,
Have I got another?
Have you got the glitter paste?
Saturday Sizzler. Is this? This is a Saturday Sizzler.
Yeah.
There we go. Woo! Right. So this is the final of my Saturday Sizzlers. You'll be relieved to know no more of that dancing coming up. So this is a fantastic sort of mixed media, a little bit like a taster collection as well. If you want to try out a couple of mediums that perhaps you've never tried before, this is a great bundle to go for. So for just £7.19 or $9.56, first of all, you're going to get this absolutely beautiful chunky glitter paste. Now this one is called Lily Pond. And you can sort of see why it's absolutely gorgeous, the colourway you've got in there. And when we talk about our chunky glitter paste, they're just slightly larger in terms of those glitter particles than a regular glitter paste. However, you can still use these through all of your stencils. You can still paste it directly onto your cardstock. It's still going to look absolutely beautiful, however you choose to use it. But 50 mils in here, and believe you me, it goes an awfully long way, does our glitter paste. So fabulous to get that included as part of this collection. But it is a duo, so you do also get another element to this collection, and this is one of our shimmer sprays. I know we did mention these a little bit earlier on when we were talking about shimmer spraying it into an embossing folder. Lots of techniques you can use with these. You can use them to paint with as well. Perhaps pour a little bit out into your glass mat and you can actually paint with these. You can be using them alongside your stencils as well. You can be doing lots of different fantastic techniques with your shimmer sprays. Absolutely gorgeous colour, and it can actually be used alongside that beautiful glitter paste. Absolutely fantastic in terms of the opportunities you've got. You can use lots of different techniques, lots of different crafty fun can be had with that fantastic collection for just £7.19 or $9.56. A great time with our Saturday Sizzler.
Don't take the mic out of it. It's a very good dance.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
It's lovely.
I'll have to remember that for next
Someone's
week.
just said, Em's books are everywhere. My cat Audrey, Lily, loves Lily's voice. No, sorry, my cat Audrey loves Lily's voice. I'm curled up watching on my phone, and she came up and put her head by the phone when Lily started talking.
Oh, Audrey. Hello, Audrey.
All right, don't deafen the cat. Like,
hello, Audrey.
thank you. When I was here a few years ago, I had an animal named after me, and it's just.
Did you?
I can't remember if it was a kitten or a puppy, or a pig. I can't remember what it was. But someone remembers, someone named an animal after me.
Did they?
Their animal had children animals, baby animals, and they named an animal after me. It just all came rushing
Well,
back
if
to
you
me.
are that owner of the animal, if you're the animal itself, please let us know, because I have not heard this before. I'm quite fascinated.
I can't remember
I'm
now,
a little
actually,
bit jealous as well, actually.
Yeah, I can't remember. Because I got asked for an animal to be named after me. A lot of you love the Saturday Sizzler deals. There's one more as well, which is also our daily deal. You've already seen this today. It's the Pack and Pop case, medium. Now imagine this, but twice.
Ooh.
Because that is £17.99, $21.95. Is that working out at buy one, get one free?
Yep.
Now, if you're wondering why it's called a Pack and Pop case, you can open it, and then you can go, do, 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 do. You've got to provide your own music. That's there for you. Now, you've got the sponge in the bottom, so you can stick stuff in, look at that. You can use it for crafting. You can use it for makeup brushes. You could use it for cutlery. You could use it for...
knitting needles.
Knitting needles. You could use it for anything that sticks in. That's going to be yours. What was that? Pencil case.
Well, you couldn't stick a pencil case in there.
No, but it could be a pencil case. Yes, Jamie is right.
You could try. Sorry, I'm
Jamie, he's
heckling him.
trying. Yeah, hey, listen.
He's trying his best.
He's trying. Listen, it's all right. No. Yeah, mute it, mate. It's fine. That is £17.99, $21.95. Two of those, totally Tiffany. As you know, totally Tiffany. You know she makes a great storage. I know sometimes the storage is more important than the crafting items. Look at that Club Inspire price: £14.39, $17.56. Stephen on Facebook. I would love to thank Mia in the Evesham store. She was lovely and very helpful, and had a lovely chat taking my items to the car.
Oh, thank you, Mia.
Thanks, Mia. Do you think Mia, when she goes home, she goes, Mamma Mia! Right, you've got a lovely, that wonderful mega bundle, which I talked to, where you're paying for literally 3 items and you're getting everything else for free. You've got a wonderful demo. Are you using a little bauble in this demonstration?
Well, unfortunately not.
Okay.
No, it's a shame. You can have that. You can take it home. A gift from us to you.
Great.
Lovely.
Thanks.
Anyway, back to the demo. So we are going to be using, we'll use a couple of elements actually from this collection. We'll start off with the Christmas cheer, which is this fantastic collection of nesting dies, 8 dies in total, and they are a really large size die. The largest one is over 5 by 7 inches, so you can even be creating your card bases with this one if you so choose. I'm going to cut a few of these together at the same time. So we're starting off with that large size die, and these are actually all frame dies, so they do have an aperture into the centre, so it's just going to cut that out as a frame rather than a solid piece, which is why we can sort of nest these together and cut a few at once. So we're going to cut that one, and then we're going to bring in the next one down. Oh, this is perfect actually. We were talking about the embossing earlier. This is actually a cut and emboss die. So you've got your die cutting edge. You can see where it's the blade is raised, and you can actually see the blade there. That's going to cut. Where you've got those apertures where there's no blade around the edge, that's your embossing elements there. So you can see that around the edges you've got your cutting blade, and then those little Christmas trees, there's no blade around those, so that's your embossing elements that we have there. So that's our next die down. And then we're also going to cut, let's cut our little gift tag. We're going to miss out the third frame, but we'll cut our little gift tag in the middle. And really important, because we are cutting a few dies at once, and they are also really quite close together. Really important that we make sure that we actually tape these down into position, just to make sure they don't move and cross over as they go through that die cutting machine. We're going to pop this onto our plate. So once again, just in case anyone needs a little bit of a reminder of the plates, starting off with our cutting plate, then our frosted, then our magnetic shim, and then finally it's our second cutting plate over the top, and then we'll just run that through our die cutting machine. The cardstock that I'm using here as well, in case anybody's wondering, is some of our Centura Pearl. I believe it's our Solar Gold. But do quite a few different shades of gold within the range, but I do believe this is a Solar Gold, a little bit brighter, as the name would suggest really, and a gorgeous colourway, which will work beautifully with these dies.
Gold, gold.
Always believe in your soul.
You got the power to go. You're indestructible. Great. Jen on YouTube, we had a cat named George, beautiful grey and white short hair.
Was it named after our George, or was it
after
just...
me?
Let's
Or
hope
was he
so.
named after the other famous George in my life, George Washington? Sometimes I start talking and I honestly don't know where it's going.
The other famous George in your life. Didn't realise you knew George Washington
me and
well.
George, me big GW, we go way back. Way back.
Blimey, how old are you?
How old am I?
We're very
year
old,
older than last
clearly.
year.
Older than time itself.
31, it's fine. I don't want to talk about it. That's fine. I feel physical. It's fine.
Oh, dear.
Still not over it. How old are you, Lily?
Younger than you.
Are you actually?
Oh, rude.
I thought we... No, hang on.
Wow.
Before everyone starts laughing at me.
Dear.
I thought we were the same age.
Did you really?
Yeah. What do you... Don't say it like... Did you really?
The years clearly haven't been kind. I'm 25.
7?
25.
Are you actually?
Yes, I am. Oh, dear. This is not a good day for me, is it?
Are you actually? I thought it's not because
Thought
you
you
look
were
any
old.
older, or because you look... You act very mature for your age.
Jamie in my ear said I act very old.
That's why I
that
changed
doesn't
it to
sound like
mature.
a compliment, does it? You act very old.
But that's why I was saying, I thought me and you were the same age.
Wow. No. No.
I'm not mature. No, I can't. I'm not getting mature.
True.
No
well,
way. I can't be.
the other day when I went into the shop to get some eyelash glue after work, so obviously I thought, well, I'm just going to go get some eyelash glue. I got ID'd. You have to be 16.
Oh, it's hard life, isn't it?
You have to be 16 to buy eyelash glue.
Yeah.
And I
No, the other
didn't
reason
have my ID, so I got turfed out the shop. I couldn't buy it.
I'll
Very
tell you
embarrassing.
why else I thought we were the same age.
Oh, dear,
We
okay.
were having a conversation before the show.
Yeah.
And you said about something, and you were a different age bracket to that thing.
Yes,
Then
yes.
That's why I thought you were my age. I didn't
No.
think you were... Right, thank you. Great.
Yep.
Yeah, we are. On the cusp... Oh, I see. On the cusp of the age bracket. I see.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
a few more months and it's...
Then
Anyway.
I'm old, officially old.
M's books are everywhere. We have a lot of Georges in our family, but none of them are furry. Hey,
Good to know.
one of my cousin's cats was almost George Clooney.
Wow.
I'm named after my granddad, if anyone cares.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, my granddad's George Clooney. No, my
Wow.
granddad's... sorry, I'm laughing at some film. No, he passed away many years ago, but I was named after him, George, that's why. Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I always think that's nice when you sort of continue a name through the family. I always think that's
Yeah,
quite
and my
a nice
dad's middle
thing.
name's George. His dad's... Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm named... My full name is George Jeffrey Thomas Akid, right?
Wow,
Yeah.
what a name.
My parents couldn't decide. And they nearly called me George Jeffrey Thomas Elvis because I was born on Elvis's birthday.
Oh.
But I didn't realise for many years I was telling someone what my full name was. I went, it's George Jeffrey. And they went, what's next? Bungle and Zippy. Obviously, the cast of Rainbow, if you know here in the UK, is George Jeffrey, Bungle and Zippy. And I never
Oh, yeah?
realised. I've got a good celebrity birthday.
Go on.
Elvis Presley,
Right.
David Bowie,
Wow.
Stephen Hawkins,
Gosh.
Shirley Bassey, and Kim Jong-un. It just sort of takes a turn towards the end, the Kim...
A little bit different.
Yeah, it just sort of leaves there to the North Korean leader. It just sort of... I know. I feel like I've got... Because it's really good, I feel like I have to actually, bring it round. There is one more as well. I can't remember who the other one is now.
I'm not sure if I've got any celebrity birthdays. Not that I know of, anyway.
When's your birthday, Lily?
29th of June.
29th of June. I will Google.
Let us know. Is there any interesting celebrity birthdays on my birthday?
29th of June. Birthdays. Celebrity birthdays. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, no. Dear.
Kathy Bates.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure who that is.
Kathy Bates. Do you know Kathy Bates?
No, I don't think I do.
Oh, Misery. She's in Misery. You'll know
Oh.
her face.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might do.
Mel Brooks.
Right, okay.
Well, the one that it's just a very controversial character at the moment. Elon Musk is the,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
why it's a very, it's a very difficult time. Oh, 28th or 29th?
29.
Oh, I'm looking at the
You've
28th.
been wrong enough. For goodness sake.
Sorry. 29th June
Dear,
celebrity.
oh dear.
Nicole Scherzinger.
That's a good one. I'll take
That's
that.
a good one. Colin Jost, he's the SNL host.
Very nice.
Brian Darcy James, big singer. Yep.
That's it.
Lance Barber. Do you watch Young Sheldon?
No.
Oh, he's Sheldon's dad in that.
Okay. Well, good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. Great.
Everyone's been born on your
Melora
birthday.
Harding. Do you watch The Office?
No.
She plays Jan in The Office. Okay.
Okay.
Gary Busey.
Oh, brilliant.
He's
Brilliant.
in there. Ah.
What a
dear.
legend he is.
Yeah. I'm double checking now my celebrity birthdays. Wait, what's yours, Jamie? 7th of November.
Just while we're checking all the birthdays, I'm just layering up the papers onto my card. The papers that I've used are
got
actually from...
Cynthia Erivo. That's a new one.
Oh, that's
on
a
my
good one.
birthday, Cynthia Erivo. Wicked.
The way you say new one, it's like she's just been born.
Yeah, she's here. Yeah. Yeah. It's
When is your birthday then?
8th of January.
8th of January.
What year? Every year.
Place to be, isn't it? Clearly. Place to
yeah.
be born.
I didn't realise Cynthia Erivo. Well, that has made me very happy. Ah. Pat on Facebook, late for the class. Happy Saturday, George Lee, Super CTV crew, and all my friends from an overcast New Jersey.
Hello,
they have coffee
Pat.
in New Jersey.
Pat, do you like coffee? Let us know. Coffee or tea?
Coffee or tea? Tea or coffee? Tell us what you prefer on Crafters TV. So, we are using this Christmas mega bundle. Now, if you're looking at that price and going, George, what's in the mega bundle? Well,
a lot.
I will tell you. Everything you could wish. That's it, really? No, you've got loads of that. You're paying for literally 3 items. You're getting everything else for free. And there is some absolute corkers, including a 2024 bauble.
Absolutely.
Or an ornament. Is it an ornament?
Ornament in the US.
Ornament in the America. Yeah, it's a bauble here in the UK.
It is.
Right, Christmas tree decoration. So this frame looks lovely. That's part of the die set, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the largest die. What I've done with the card bases, I've actually used the papers. Now, they do look like Christmassy papers the way that we've used them here. But that's actually part of the Day of the Dead collection from Sheena. So if you are getting that bundle, that's where the papers have come from. And we did have that question that we got on Beautiful Beginnings earlier this week about decorating the inside. And all I've done is I've just taken exactly the same mats and layers for the inside, and then I've just taken some white card that I've matted onto gold, and I've popped a sentiment from the polar bears, also part of the collection, onto the inside, and that's just a little bit of decoration onto the inside. It just adds that lovely finishing touch to your card. So I like to, if I'm decorating the inside of my card, I tend to sort of mirror whatever I've got on the outside of the card, just get that lovely design flow from the outside to the inside, and it does just give it a really nice sort of finishing touch, a little bit of luxury onto your card. So what we're doing with our dies is we've cut it from our white card, and we've also cut it from some of our gold card. We've top shadowed the gold underneath the white, and then we're just going to, by the way, I'm using the same piece of scrap paper that I've been using all day. Well, we're just going to stick that onto our card base.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you say gilding wax?
Did I?
Don't know, did you?
No.
Okay, well, I'm just going to try and be really cool and try and tie it into a comment book.
Right, yeah, gilding wax. Oh, yeah, I've just said gilding wax.
Shirley Rowan on Facebook, just try the gilding wax, and yes, less is definitely best.
Absolutely, it is.
That was seamless, that, ladies and
Seamless,
gentlemen.
yes.
Professionals.
Yeah, it's always one of those. You can always add more, but you can't take it away. So go easy on the gilding wax to start with. So we're just going to take our next frame down, and with this one I've actually added some acetate behind there, because we are going to create one of my favourites, a little shaker card.
Shaker card.
And it's about the same sort of width, actually, the frame here, same sort of width as your foam on a roll. So
yeah,
nice and easy to create your shaker. So we're just going to go around with our tape, making sure that it's a nice seamless sort of wall of foam, if you like, so there's no gaps. We don't want a leaky shaker. Nothing worse than a leaky shaker.
Rhonda on YouTube
Hello,
has
Rhonda.
just said about her celebrity birthdays.
Okay.
She's got Gloria Estefan, Gloria
Right.
Estefan, Lily Tomlin, Zendaya, and Phil McGraw.
Wow.
Dr. Phil, and Barry Gibb. Yep, that's that.
Everyone's got better birthdays than me, haven't they?
Oh, you can't have everything. I'm a January baby.
Yeah,
I'm 2 weeks after Christmas, 1 week after New Year. Nicola's 26th of December.
Yeah.
So keep your
Fair
29th of June. That's all right. Crafting Not Grafting, my birthday is Battle of Britain Day.
Ooh.
Good for you. Good. Celebrate. Daphne, George, can you please show the Christmas mega bundle again?
We will do after the demo, don't you worry.
Yeah. Because you asked so nicely. Listen, I didn't say no, because
You're bad cop, I'm good cop.
I'm stickler for the rules. I've got a schedule.
And that we've not stuck
And
to.
we're not sticking to. We're loosely following this.
We were behind 5 minutes into the show.
It's a guideline. It's my schedule.
It's not much hope, was there? Let's be honest. Not much hope at all.
We were late with this schedule, 4 minutes into the show. So we're just happy to be here. We're just happy, you know.
Yeah.
Right,
Just doing our best.
I'll get Father Christmas back. Oh, I'm back. Yes, you're back, Father Christmas. That's it. Or Santa.
Santa Claus.
Saint
Nicholas.
Don't Saint Nicholas.
And all we're doing, just as a little embellishment, just to finish this off, we've got the lovely little shaker. We've popped our tag onto that, and we've just taken that polar bear stamp set that we've got as part of that collection. We've stamped it onto some alcohol marker card. I've coloured it using some of our tri-blends. For this one, I've actually used our bullet nib. So I've used the brown grey blend, brown grey shades, pale pink blend, and pale pink shades.
I'm going deaf. I honestly thought you said cola cubes, and you said polar bear.
Gosh. Get your ears tested, I think. Those are all the colours. I'll do a little George here. I'll show you all the colours there. Pale pink shades and blend, brown grey shades and blend. And that's all you need to colour those cute little polar bears. And then we've just cut another of the outer dye, because you do get a dye included in this collection. It's not just about getting that lovely polar bear stamp. And we've die cut that one from some more of that gold card that we used for our frames. And we're just going to do a little drop shadow. So we're going to drop shadow the gold underneath that coloured one. So we just pop that slightly down and slightly towards the left-hand side. And then that's just going to be our embellishment, our finishing piece onto our card, just like so.
Amazing.
They're so cute, these bears. Absolutely adorable.
Told, Stephen and John and Arthur and Penelope and Susie. They're all there.
Oh.
Laney on YouTube, I was apparently born on the same date as King Richard I. Him and Martin Freeman.
Wow.
Well, you
Some
don't get
good
King
birthdays
Richard without
out
Martin Freeman, do you?
Well, absolutely, they're inseparable. And then we just pop that onto the bottom of the frame there, just to finish that off. But just using a couple of the elements there from that fantastic Christmas goodie bag, and decorating the inside of your card as well. What I did with the sentiment is I actually used exactly the same stamp that I've used onto the inside, but I just masked off some of the elements so I could have it onto the tag, just like so. But cute, great in a shaker. That goodie bag is an absolute must-have.
All made possible, that Christmas mega bundle. Look at that price, £31.97, $38.89. At that price you're seeing, you're paying for these three items. You're paying for this, the wonderful stamps and dies that Lily just used with those polar bears. You're getting the wonderful bow there, and you're also getting here the Christmas cheer. That's what you're paying for. Everything else is coming free. You're getting the gift tags and that twine. They're taken from the wonderful Nutcracker, the Violet Story. You're getting the glitter glues, that wonderful violet, green, and sort of a pinky red. That's in there for you. You're also going to be getting the Slending Glad Tidings stamp and die. That's in there for you. That wonderful 6x6 paper, the Nutcracker, that's in there. You're also getting, I mean, this is a brilliant deal. You're getting the treat bags, 30 of those, they're in there for you. I mean, these are a lot of consumables in this bundle, so really worth considering. You're also getting this, I mean, this is brilliant. The Nutcracker bow set, we can make all those wonderful bows and tags. Great to add, you know, your crafting goodness to your gifts and presents as well. Then this, I mean, one of my favourites, the green cardstock, that's coming in there with your mirror card, your matte mirror, and also your glitter card. 10 sheets of each of that green, 250 GSM, that's in there, double check for you. That's also in there, 10 sheets of each. You're also getting these, the wonderful stickers. They're coming in there so you can have the tos and froms, saving you making tags. Great idea as always. You're also getting the Christmas green sentiment tape. That's in there, perfect to add with that green cardstock. And finally, here comes Santa Claus. Comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's there, the 2024 tree decoration. Listen, that's just a little tree. I mean, come on, if you haven't already got it, what a great little addition. Ignore the date, that's in there. All of that is for free. You pay for those three items, $31.97, $38.89. Move these out of the way. Really sort of stay. That's all there for you. And also, look at that Club Inspire price. So even cheaper, £25.58, $31.11. And if it's your first time purchasing with us, that's the price you pay. Now, Day of the Dead, the paper and vellum collection, a huge popularity for this, and you know why, because it's absolutely stunning. You've got the 12x12, that's in there for you as well. You're getting the 6x6, and remember, we don't take any quality away from this. This is here, it's coming in that 6x6. It's the miniature version of that, so there's nothing being lost. It's all there for you. That's in there as well. I'll do a quick paper flick. Why? Because I'm blinking good at it. Why are you all laughing? Right, here we go.
Come on.
There we are. That.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, he's getting smug. There we are. I'm getting really crap. Double-sided, remember. Why do I keep doing it? Because I suffer from my art. I'm man of the people. Modern man, me. That's in there. Coke. Hey, they're making Coco too.
Are they?
Mm.
Shame I've not seen
Great
Coco
film.
1.
You've not seen Coco?
No.
Basically, it's this paper pad, but in film version.
Wow.
Great film. And you're also getting the vellums. I love vellum. It's one of my favourite mediums. That's in there for you. And the 6x6. £15 at $21. Half price is what you're paying. Remember, Club Inspire price, £12, $16.80. After the break, we are going to be doing your demo of the week. Ooh, who could win? Could it be Debbie Fisher? Well, yes, because she's all three. But that doesn't matter. It's the taking part that counts. We'll see you back here shortly.
Hi, my name is Sherry Jackson, and I have been a fan of Crafter's Companion for at least 7 or 8 years now. I love Crafter's TV. I mean, what's not to love about it? They've got great products, great prices, great people that work there for them. The customer service is great. The presenters are great. Demonstrators are great. Everyone there is great. I just love all the products. I love the tutorials we get. I love all the demonstrations, the craft-alongs, the master classes. Not only do you sell the products, but you teach everyone how to use it. I love the interaction on Crafters TV. I love the fun, the game, the prizes. There's just so much about Crafters TV. There's nothing not to love about Crafters TV. You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family. I'm widowed and live alone, and every day I look forward to watching Crafters TV, whether I watch it live or whether I go back and watch the reruns. I get so much inspiration and tips and tricks from everyone there at Crafters Companion, and I love all of you, and I'm so thankful for Crafters TV.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend. And the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
My favourite part is the interaction we can have with the lovely presenters.
The laughter and the giggles and the dressing up and the jokes.
Really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well.
There's a personal connection with the presenters and the demonstrators.
The inspiration and clear instruction is patiently presented.
I love everyone that I have come to know on Crafters TV.
Well, we got two comedians, Dan and Craig. They're not comedians really, they're brilliant.
Presenters are great. Demonstrators are great.
Number one is the enjoyment I get from watching Ben and all of the demonstrators making the projects.
You are all so down to earth and genuine people, always willing to share and help.
Personal connection with everyone that's involved in Crafters TV.
For me, they have become my friend, creating a personal connection and making you feel part of a crafting family.
And get me a chuckle. It just feels like you're right there in my living room.
So, do you come here often? Hello, we're back. Right, Trudy on YouTube. Great demos today, Lily and George. She just said Lily and George. Just wanna... I've been great. Listen, I'm brilliant. I'm good.
Did you just say I'm brilliant?
I'm brilliant.
Well...
I'm good at this crafting.
I'm threatened.
I'm good. Loads you loving the show. Great to have you. Now, I'll tell you what, we'll do demo of the week. I've got the winner for the second hour.
Okay.
But I'm going to tease you a little bit. I'm going to tease you. So, demo of the week. If you don't know what demo of the week is, we look at the demos from the week and we decide on demo of the week.
We do. Simple as that.
What more do you want from us? Lightly, you've got 3 cards. Now, confession time. Sorry, I'm still talking. They are all...
Still, oh my gosh.
They are all by Debbie Fisher.
They are.
Now, we haven't decided this.
Well,
Debbie's paid us 20 quid each. But Debbie's choice is Debbie Fisher Demo of the Week special. What have we got?
So we've got 3 all from our lovely Debbie Fisher. So first of all, we believe this was from Monday. It's the tea and coffee collection. That's demo number 1, if you want to go for that one. Demo number 2 is using those beautiful with sympathy. So I can never get my teeth around that one. So with sympathy stamps alongside that special finished paper pad. That is demo number 2. And then demo number 3, a very cute little Easter gift bag using that gorgeous little lamb onto there. That is demo number 3. So that's 3, 2, 1.
Hold them all up together.
Oh. Swear I have to become an octopus. Right. There we go. I'll do.
There we are. That's
three.
it. So your land bag's 3. Your sympathy card is 2. Do you know what? Just to let you know, guys, the sympathy sentiment stamps are out of stock. And you've put, why you put them down? I've not done me number 1.
Oh my goodness.
And that one, this one here, that Lily's not got ready yet, is number 1. The one that she's covering with her hands so you can't see it. That's number 1 there for you. You've got a few moments to decide on that. So, Lily.
Yes?
Tomorrow, here in the UK, the clocks go forward an hour.
They do.
Spring forward.
Yes?
What are you looking forward to about spring?
I'm looking forward to the longer days.
Longer days?
I absolutely hate the dark nights. I don't like winter. Don't like winter at all. So I'm looking forward to lighter nights, lighter mornings. Can't wait.
Okay.
What about you?
What am I looking forward to? 2-for-1 cocktails. No, I'm joking. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to... it is the lighter nights. I do enjoy lighter nights. I enjoy wearing shorts and no one judging me for it in the middle of summer.
Oh, great.
People
well,
judge you for that in the winter.
Look forward to that in a few weeks' time.
Hey, I've got good pins. They've won awards, these pins.
Awards?
Yeah.
Really?
What Lego awards have I won? Best legs in your show. At Crufts. Why are you laughing? Why can't I've got good legs. I've got
in Crufts?
In Crufts.
I thought that was for dogs.
Hey, you are, listen, I know my level. So, stop laughing at me. And as well,
I do apologise.
Do you know what, I'm looking at the collections, we've got some great collections at the moment this week on Crafters TV. Those sentiment stamps and that sentiment collection, I think, such a great launch. It's always a difficult conversation and a difficult time. And, sentiment, those kind of cards, I mean, what you can make with it is incredible, isn't it, Lily?
It is absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, those gorgeous sympathy stamps have sold out. However, they did launch alongside that beautiful special finish paper pad. And we did call it on the preview, we called it flocked paper pad. I have to say, I did have a little complaint about that. It's not just flocked, it is also UV finish. You can see the paper that Debbie's used on this one was also a UV finish. So it's almost a little bit like you've heat embossed. You can see if I catch that in the light, it's got a little bit of sort of a shimmer onto there. But that's still in stock. So if you still want the paper pad, that is still over on the website.
Yes, and tomorrow here in the UK, it is Mother's Day, Lily.
It is.
Have you made a Mother's Day card?
I have to admit, I have not made a Mother's Day card. My sister's made a Mother's Day card that she's popping my name on.
Hang on a minute. Let's just right, ladies and
rewind.
Let's just go right. You are craft expert, craft demonstrator here on Crafters TV, and you've not even made your mum a Mother's Day card.
Unfortunately not. You make me feel terrible now.
I am. Oh, I'm going to make you feel terrible.
Do you? No, I've not. I do apologise.
Well, we know who the favourite child is. So, before we announce Demo of the Week, we've got a second winner for our fantastic vouchers because they've been commented on the show. If you commented, you've got a chance of winning. The second winner winning that fantastic voucher is Angela Harris, everybody. Big round of applause for Angela.
Go, Angela.
All 2 of us. You've won. All you've got to do is comment, email ctvprizes@crafterscompanion.co.uk and we will get that voucher over to you. And we've got a Demo of the Week.
Oh, we've got a winner.
Hold it up for me, Lily, please. In the correct order.
Again, right. Oh, the correct order. So that was number 1.
Yeah.
Is that number 2?
Yeah.
And then get my other hand for... Oh. Yeah, sympathies too.
Yeah,
yes,
sympathies too, because, ladies and gentlemen, that is the winner. Number 2 is the winner, the sympathy card. I know, that is the winner. Well done, Debbie Fisher. You had a really good chance of winning this. And listen, as a treat for you, if you've missed us anything, let's take a sit back. You got a cup of tea? I ain't got a cup of tea. I'll just hold the globe. Here's Debbie telling us all about this wonderful card she made.
Yes, definitely. It's going to be a lovely one. Now, I'm doing something a little bit different because I like these pages that you sort of split. So you show the beautiful papers that we've got in this collection and then do some stamping and colouring as well. So I've took myself a piece of cardstock and I've wrote on there so you can see. I've done this to 8 times 5.5 inches. And then what I've done is I've just used my ruler and a pencil and I've scored lines just about 1 centimetre at the top here or ½ an inch and then 2 inches in here and 2 inches in this side and then just did this part because I want to put this part away but I want to know where I'm going to stamp before I do it. So I've took that beautiful cross that's in these sentiments. If I just bring them across so you can see them. This one here I love. I think it's absolutely stunning. I love that we've got some embellishment dies. And then I want to use some of the stamps as well. So I've done this and I did the measuring knowing that that will fit perfectly into that gap there. So we're going to have that one on there. Then I wanted to use those gorgeous laurels as well. So we're going to pop them onto the top. So wherever you need them to go, so in fact we can put them a little bit more central to the top there. So I'm going to pop that one there, and then I also want to use a sentiment. So, and the reason I want to use my bigger platform is so I can make sure that I've got all these straight, because what I also want to do, I want to be able to place this on here and then take this one when we've stamped and place then at the bottom. So we're creating a frame. So actually I'm going to move this across a little bit, because see that that could just do with coming across that little bit more. That's better. And then that one at the top again, and then we can move that down afterwards. So just making sure I've got that central to my stamp, making sure that that one is straight in its place, and then we can do some stamping. Oh, and actually I'm going to do that a different colour, so I'm going to take that off for now. And we're just going to use our black ink pad that we've got in that kit as well. So let me just bring in my black ink pad, and we'll just do some quick stamping. So it's just a case of inking up your cross there, and then going in with those laurel leaves as well, and just stamp those down. So go across to where you want them, centre across, there we go. And then that stamps them out. If this here, can see just a little tiny gap there, so I'm just going to go back in and make sure we've got that fully stamped down. Like so, there we go. Now once we've done that, then I'm going to bring this one in, just to know where that's going to be. And then just give this a little bit of a wipe, just in case I have to move it. We're going to place this one on the bottom, like so. So I know that will be perfectly placed onto there. And then make sure you take your other stamp off, and then we can stamp that one down as well. So what we're doing now is just adding that little bit of framing.
I really love that, Debbie. And
Yeah.
you know as well, you could also do that and watermark with a gold embossing powder, couldn't you, for that frame? Wouldn't that look lovely?
So nice, so
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, absolutely. And I do love all these. I think you've really well thought out this stamp set for the embellishments as sentiments. And then we're going to place that one inside. And the papers I'm going to be using are these ones, which has got that beautiful sort of mustard colour in. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I thought, well, actually, our honey pot will match that perfectly.
Yes.
So we're going to stamp the sentiment in the honey pot.
Are you using quick dry again?
I am using quick drying, yes. For stamping, Leanne, they are my absolute go-to.
Are they?
Yeah, I love quick drying ink pads. I've got two favourites. So my all-time favourite ink pad is the Pigments.
Yes.
I love them so much. Like, I just love the opaque of them. I love the chalkiness of the colours. I love that they are slower drying, so you can do all your heat resist. Yeah, they are my absolute favourite ink pads. But then then my next ones are my quick drying.
Yeah.
Love using the quick drying ink pads because they're exactly what they say on the tin.
Yeah.
Just dry so quickly. So once we've done that, then we can do some colouring. So let's take this one away and pop those to the side. So all I've got now, I'm going to use my alcohol pens, but obviously if you wanted to use watercolours, especially as you're getting the watercolour palette with your showstopper, if you're going for the bonus buy, make sure that you use your, you want this one instead, so you want the waterproof one.
Yes.
So I've used your alcohol proof one, so it's just a case of switching them up. And the three colours I'm using, because of the card that we've got here, I'm using the vintage blue, which I thought would just be a nice tone in this. Then we've got the gold yellow blend and then the alpine green blend as well, which just worked really well. So I'm going to use that alpine green to colour the leaves, and I'm just going to do them in that mid colour. I'm not going to do it all because I have got one already done, but just showing you how easy they are just to colour in and how beautiful they look, just to add that little bit of embellishment. And also, I think because colouring's so mindful, Leanne, it's so nice to take your mind off making such a sad card.
Yeah.
It's lovely to just have a bit of mindfulness and do that colouring, because it just helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree. And also, I think, for me, when you send in a card like this, with, you know, for somebody who's potentially feeling, you know, quite down, a little bit sad,
to be able to take the time to really put the effort in to make it for someone, you're giving, because you're thinking about them the whole time. It's also a gift of your time and a gift of your thought, isn't it? So it's a really precious thing that you're sending. And actually I had a comment, and I'll find it, from a lady who said some of her most treasured possessions are the handmade sympathy cards she received when her husband passed away suddenly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it means a lot. It means a lot because you're giving a real gift of your love and emotion and time to a person who really needs to have an arm around them at that point. And I think it's a marvellous way of doing it.
Yeah, I couldn't have said that better myself. And it does mean a lot when people take that time out to send their heartfelt wishes, because you don't know what to say. And unfortunately, we live in a world where it's going to happen, isn't it? That's the thing. Right, let's use the lightest colour. So now when you colour the cross, I'm going to start using my lightest colour in the midsection.
It was Wendy in Hampshire.
Oh, Wendy, that's such a nice thing to say as well. And especially that you've kept those cards. Yeah, very nice. And then we can come in with the darkest one, just a little bit round here. Because I thought this vintage blue looked really nice. It looks almost like a stone effect. So I thought it would be quite good for the cross. So just blend in all of those in, like so, and come back in. And then let that dry, because as in fact, I've not got a piece of card underneath, but I'm not going to do much more. I just wanted you to see how I was doing the colouring. We are going to just pop that one in. You'll have lots of tutorials online with all your colouring, but nice and simple, these stamps to colour in. They've got a nice line to follow.
Yes.
And really simple when you've got the tri-blend pens as well, because you've got that 3-pen blend system. Nicola's saying she loves the tri-blends. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because if someone was to say what my favourite are, the tri-blends are my favourite. But when I then use the illustrators, I just don't think you can beat the illustrators.
No, me neither.
So I do love them, but I think the reason I like the tri-blend so much is because you've got one pen.
All the colours.
And all the colours. Yeah. So it's very quick crafting, isn't it? That you can get that lay down a colour really quickly done with that one, which I absolutely love. And then just the flowers to match in with the honey pot that we've done. I've used my gold yellow blend, and we're just going to do our flowers in that gorgeous colour.
Lovely.
And do you know what I love, Leanne? I mean, I don't know if it's probably not an accident, because obviously we have got the best design team, but we've always got a colour that matches in our Spectrum Noir collection. Yes. Whether it's the ink pads, whether it's the pens, and then we have these amazing colour tones in, which just all work so perfectly together. Yes. I mean, you'll be able to tell us, is that accident or is that pre-planned?
It's planned.
Yes.
We do try hard to try and keep that consistent palette, so that it means when you do buy something from us, it will match in with other things that you've purchased. You're not constantly having to repurchase everything to go together.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely love that. So what you're going to do once you've done that is then create your cut-off. So just following that line from top to bottom, and we're going to trim that out like so, and then the next one. So just following that line.
I'm intrigued, Debbie, with this.
Now, keep this bit, Leanne, because when you want to make more of this card, keep this as your template, and then you can just do your lines at each side. Yes,
love
so make sure when you've done that to keep that. Now, the reason I've cut this and I haven't finished, because I do have a finished one, I want to show you how easy it is then to just do an outline. So if you stick these pieces down to here like that, then trim off just this bit here, it means you get an edge, and when it's fully done, you'll get this bit here.
Is that easy?
I know, and that's all you have to do is just trim an extra piece, and then I've done the same on this piece, like so. Look how nice they are coloured in.
Beautiful.
And then that way, when we put these together, you've then got this beautiful card.
Oh, look at that.
With that middle section. Now, if you are very frugal, I'm not going to do it for demo purposes.
I would be chopping the paper off, Debbie.
So look, I've put a pencil line, so we can do that.
So you could use your template for that as well.
You can use your template for that, yes, absolutely.
I love
and then
that.
you get the perfect one. What I would suggest though, as you'll see in this one, on the side there, If you was to go directly there, and if you wanted to put foam pads underneath and heighten it, you might see a gap. So just move that across like that.
Right.
And then draw your line. And
So
then
you've got a
when
little
you
bit
trim
right.
it, you've got a little bit extra
I like that.
underneath. So
It's
nice
neater.
and easy. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. And then all I've got is a 5x8 card blank, and we're just going to stick all these ones down to create our card. So just a nice little different way of creating quite a simplistic design on our card, but having those papers looking beautiful underneath, and then all our colours will just match amazingly.
Those papers are just so, I mean, we do brilliant papers at Crafters Companion. I'm going to call it out and say we're the best in the industry.
I think so. I agree with you.
I'm going to be bold, and I'm just going to say it because I think it's true.
Yes.
But I think these particular ones...
Yeah, I think we've outdone ourselves.
I think we really have. I think it's all that beautiful texture, all that lovely design, the spot UV in there. It's so incredible, it really is. I just have to say, Artistic Expression says... I purchased the Sympathy set on HSN, but the Showstopper is a great deal, so I bought it and the bonus buy. I'll share the extra set with my neighbour who asked me to teach her to craft.
Oh, that's such a lovely thing to do. So nice, you'll get a craft buddy.
Absolutely. Lucinda says, I'm so glad you're showing us cards made with scraps.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it,
Yeah,
to reuse up all the bits?
absolutely. I've got another one actually next, which I'm going to show you because I had lots of little strips left. And I thought, what can I do with them? So I'm going to show you another really simple card. And I'm so pleased with it because it come out looking beautiful. And it is just using scraps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in using all your scraps that you've got because don't waste your cardstock. And honestly, Leanne, if anybody has a bit box like me, please remember to set yourself a timer every week or every fortnight and go through your bit box and use it, because I ended up with 4 bit boxes. Because it kept getting full, and then I'd get another one. They're all under my desk.
Yeah.
And then in the end, I thought, this is ridiculous. Why have I got a bit box? I'm not using my bits. So I'm
You
a
need
big
to use your
believer.
bits, Debbie.
You need to use your bits, Leanne. Absolutely. So I'm a big believer in please use your bits from your bit box. So and I've been doing that a lot lately, using lots of scraps of paper. But you do have to set yourself a reminder, because if I don't have a reminder, Leanne, I just forget to do it.
Yeah, I would too. So I see that almost like free crafting.
Yes.
Because it is bits that we would have maybe just discarded if you can't be bothered. But actually then when you go and reuse them, I find that's really quite environmentally friendly, I'm going to call it.
Absolutely.
Because it's not all going in the trash. Yeah. Debbie, I love this so much.
I'm not even going to put anything else on there. You could put some gems if you want. You could put some ribbon. But actually, those stamps, those papers, make that entire card, and it just gives you something special to keep when you're giving it to your loved one.
Ah, she's nice, Debbie Fisher.
She is. She's lovely.
I bet she makes good cakes.
I don't know.
She also makes good cards, and that was your demo that you sort of did there. Seamless. That was the demo of the week. It was made by Debbie Fisher. I mean, she had a good chance of winning because all 3 demos were Debbie Fisher. But, you know, here we are. Now, listen, we're quickly getting towards the end of Make It Saturday. Can you believe it?
Not really,
One more deal. It's the Make It Saturday Goodie Bag. Loads of you loving this. Loads of you loving the show. Thank you very much. Crafting Queen on YouTube. Another brilliant Make It Saturday show. Well done, Lily and George.
Thank you.
Great chatting with everyone today. Have the rest of a good weekend. We're not going just yet. Come back.
Not just yet.
Come back.
Don't leave yet.
Maria Short on YouTube. Thank you, George and Lily. What fabulous show. We're not going yet.
Not yet. Everyone's like sending us off. We're not done.
We're not finished. What a fabulous show. Full of fun, energy. Inspired to do my nails before I go card making this afternoon. You're welcome. Right. The goodie bag deal. Now, loads of you loving this. Remember, every Saturday we bring you a brand new goodie bag. This is a great one, isn't it? We used this at the start of the show. We made those wonderful card toppers. £35, $45. £28, $36. Lily, what's in the bag?
Right, I'll delve in then. So first of all, what we used in that demo, which feels like days ago that we did our little bit of crafting together, which is our die-cut sentiment topper pad.
Yeah.
You get all of these 18 sheets here.
I'll get the demos while you're talking.
Oh yeah, he's going to go and get our cards that we made earlier. So get all of these die-cut elements, and the idea with these is that you're going to layer all these up. So you've got your base plate, you've got your 3 different layers of wording that you're going to pop onto that base plate, your matting layer, all the embellishments, probably more than you're actually going to need for that card itself, so you can do extras with all those embellishments, all these different designs, all die cut, ready for you to pop out. And this is the sort of thing you can create.
Yes, you can make this. Now, I did this, and I'm not a very good crafter, I'll be very honest.
Stand it up,
But
come on.
well, I'm stood up. Oh, you can't. This is here for you. You can make these wonderful cards all there for you. I mean, this is a great little collection. We're something I've got this is for kids. The holidays will be here soon. You can have some great fun making those. Now, alone, that is about £18, £19. So everything else, look at that price you're paying. Remember, £35, $45. Some great savings. What else is in the bag?
Lots more. So we've got another topper pad in the collection here. So this is our Modern Man topper pad. We've been told apparently it's named after George, the Modern Man.
I am the Modern Man.
Apparently so. So what do you
clean.
use? Well, yeah, you do your decorating and all the rest of it.
Bake cakes.
Bake cake, do you?
I eat them as well.
Well, yeah. Yeah, Jamie's wanting you to bake a cake now.
I'll bake
Dangerous
cake.
saying
I'll
that
bake
sort
a
of thing.
cake.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all in there for you. So you've got that as well. What else have we got in the bag?
So that's in there. So we have some more.
I'm excited.
Lovely. You have some die sets in here as well. This one is from your garden collection with your planting stations. That's all included as part of your gift bag, or bag as we call it. Then you've got your Into the Woods, which is your corner edgeable. Got that included. Your, what's it called? Lady Butterfly. Lady Butterfly's in there. Create a card style die with your 2 separate days. I'm glad it wasn't just me that thought
Lady
that.
Mama
Lady Butterfly. Edgeable style dies in there as well, courtesy of your honeysuckle collection. 2 sets of stencils here. You're getting 3 different stencil designs in each and every single one of these packs. That's your first one, and you also get your white Christmas, great with your shimmer sprays, glitter paste, inks, all those different things. But don't forget, earlier we showed you can emboss with them.
I was about to say, can you emboss with them?
Took the words right out of your mouth. Yeah, absolutely,
Must
you
have
can.
been what you bought.
Also got your cascading butterflies. The die set we couldn't find this morning, but it's here and it's part of your fantastic goodie bag. And then you're also going to get your Colorista colouring kit. You get your colouring sheets, 6 different colouring pages, and 5 dual tip markers, all included.
Plus stickers.
Yes, that we don't have. Oh,
Jake's lost them. Tracy's been gone a week, and we've already lost stuff. I'm just saying.
You get a champagne bottle as well.
Yeah, champagne for everyone.
So it's full now.
Don't get the bag because.
It's ours. We need it for next week.
It's our bag because we've got another goodie bag next Saturday, and if you order multiples, you will be getting the same. That is £35, $45.
That's it. Are we done?
Don't leave hanging.
I thought you were going to slap the table then. I thought we were going to do a key. Banging everything about.
Well, the stable's well supported.
I know.
That is Make It Saturday. What a show. You're back next Saturday.
I am, so are you. Together again. Oh, for goodness sake. Not again.
You together. When are you back? Apart
When
from
am I
Saturday.
back? Next Saturday, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the building as always.
As
When am I
always.
not?
You're
But-
basically in charge.
Well,
Sarah acts to be in charge. This is the brains of the operation.
we wish.
Thank you to our fantastic team, Nicola and Jamie. Thank you. And to
you.
wonderful Jake and Ninja
Thank
the
you.
Turtle. Thank you
Oh,
to...
yeah.
He's on the desk. He's all good.
Thank you, Ninja.
Thank you, Ninja. Don't forget, tomorrow it is Second Chance Sunday. It's a pre-recorded show with the fantastic Ben. He's going to take you through those fantastic deals throughout the week. And remember, our social team will be available, even though it is pre-recorded. Because why? Because they're amazing. We've had so much fun. Thank you to Jan on the socials as well. In the meantime, have a wonderful Saturday. We'll see you back here for another Make It Saturday next Saturday with more stuff, with more goodies, with more craft clinics, with more prizes, and with more bonus points. In the meantime, you take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.